Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to your Progress Live Reactions. We are on chapter 24 titled Hit the North, and we have got 7 matches lined up for today. That seems to be sort of the trend now with Progress is 7 matches. I don't remember the last time we had a show that had fewer or more than 7 matches on it, but for now, John, have a look at this card. I got to tell you, man, it's looking pretty stacked. The match that I am definitely most looking forward to, though, is the rematch between Ciampa and ZSJ.
Yeah, that should be fantastic. Of course, we've got in our main event here for the world title, we've got Will Ospreay versus Flash Morgan Webster, who is oddly enough, a part of this, even though he lost his title shot last chapter. And Zack Gibson, who took the title shot from Flash in the first place. We've got Sumerian Death Squad versus the London Riots. We know those won't be for the tag titles because Sumerian Death Squad lost those last chapter to the Origin. We've got Rampage Brown versus Marty Scurll. I'm going to be interested with the role that Scurll's been on lately, if he's going to get the win. We've got Mark Haskins, who's also been on a roll in his own right against Bubblegum in the opener. And yeah, just a bunch of other matches that seem like they're going to be great today. So let's get right into it, partner. Let's do this.
Alrighty, guys, we're going to have our timestamp set to 10 minutes and 45 seconds, basically just skipping over the show's intro and the first set of entrances for match 1. If you would like to watch along with us, and I would definitely recommend that you do so, you can go to demandprogress.pivotshare.com, and that will kind of give you the opportunity to pay $7.49 a month to get access to Progress's entire catalog. You get every single chapter, plus all the Endeavor shows and the download shows and all that amazing stuff for one low monthly price. And of course, we are going to be live reacting to chapter 24, so you want to pull that up and get it set to 10 minutes, 45 seconds. And John, as long as you're ready to go, I can give this the countdown and get us right into it.
Let's do it.
All righty. 3, 2, 1, go. And Haskins, I'm definitely rooting for Haskins here. Bubblegum, I don't know what it is, man, but he just reminds me of freaking Low-Key and Kushida with the way he's constantly needing to get his shit in, and I can't stand it.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. I love Mark Haskins, so me rooting for him should come as no surprise to anybody. I think he's a superb wrestler and a man that would love to get back in the Progress Championship picture. Bubblegum, though, we can't understate how big a victory over Mark Haskins would be for Bubblegum. Is look at the wrist lock there by Haskins early. And immediately, Bubblegum gets to the ropes. Bubblegum's definitely going to want to try and protect his arms as much as possible. We know Haskins loves the bridging Fujiwara. Oh, nice. Go behind there by Haskins with the fake out with the lockup and then the front face lock. Bubblegum, though, quick escape. Now he goes for the wrist. Hammerlock. Look at that fireman's carry takeover there by Haskins with arm control. But Bubblegum, again, quickly getting into the ropes. He knows, again, how vulnerable the arm is to the offense of Haskins. And Bubblegum kind of looking at the referee with a sense of incredulity, as if to say, what are you doing, ref? I mean, is everything Haskins done legal? I can't believe he's been permitted to do that to me. And, oh, man, Bubblegum being a bit grotesque, now using the clean hand.
We've seen Bubblegum do some shit like that before. We even saw him, reach his hand into his pants and then rub his hand on a fan's face as he was leaving the arena.
Oh, there's a kick there. And Haskins. Oh, man, kick to the thigh there. And Haskins, another thigh kick. Bubblegum tried, and again, he tries to retort. But Haskins' responses are far more violent and effective. Oh, Bubblegum here. Slingshot there by Haskins. Rolls through. Kick there. Caught, though, by Bubblegum. Kick again by Haskins again.
Oh, but
look at Haskins. What a counter.
Oh, and he wants a sharpshooter.
I love how Haskins has the technical acumen to go from just one position that may even be defensive in character to an offensive maneuver like the sharpshooter. I mean, that takes some finesse and some ability, folks.
Oh, for sure.
Getting back to the wrist lock. But Bubblegum there, hey, no finesse about that. Oh, and now vertical
Oh,
leap
and
by
Bubblegum
Haskins.
sent to the outside just by Haskins avoiding his spear almost.
And Bubblegum able to get out of the way.
Yeah, and we know what's. Yeah, there you go. Haskins can pull that shit off at the drop of a hat.
I mean, I'm telling you, Haskins to me, man, he may not be this big muscle-bound oaf that you sometimes see dominate some scenes, but I think he is one of the most well-rounded performers on the Progress roster.
Yeah, I think well-rounded really is the best way of putting it, because we can see him do high-flying stuff like what he just did, but his bread and butter really is the submission game.
And Bubblegum there being held on to. Nice counter though by Bubblegum.
Look at Haskins.
Right back to that wrestling. And now stepping on the arm. You talk about the British tradition, this technical tradition. I mean, I'm a big fan of the catch wrestling Twitter. I was watching some GIFs, some breakdown GIFs like only catch wrestling can do of William Regal. And, that lineage, I think Haskins really follows from. And there's the knee drop to the face. Cover here. Notice how Haskins, even with the cover, see, I love guys that can elevate even a simple pin attempt, because most guys, they'll just hook the leg or a lateral press, but you've got that veteran experience when you think, you know what, I can drive my forearm in this guy's face. And now look at Haskins here with the fireman's carry, and Bubblegum there with the eye rake, and then a drop kick to the back of the leg and the knee, and now sends Haskins into the middle turnbuckle, face and throat first. That might be the opening Bubblegum needed.
I never really noticed it before, but it seems like Progress's turnbuckle pads are a lot smaller than what you've grown used to seeing from like WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that may mean less protection, partner, which means...
That's what I'm saying, though. Yeah. It seems like their turnbuckles are definitely, less cushioned than most.
Absolutely. And Bubblegum now in the corner.
I think Bubblegum wants a countout win here. I don't know.
I would certainly take it if I was him. Look, my philosophy, a win's a win. And let's be honest here. Oh, now he's just stomping on Haskins. For the opening minutes of this bout, Haskins was really dominant. I feel like Bubblegum got very little offense. So when you have an opening and just take a count out and get the hell out of here, why wouldn't you, given what the past has kind of told you about what the future just might be?
Yeah.
And now a clubbing blow to the back, and you see Haskins trying to fight from the side. And now the fish hooking there by Bubblegum. Scoop slam.
Haskins is doing anything in his power at this point to try and get out of this situation.
I'll tell you, Bubblegum is definitely a guy. He'll take every liberty that he knows won't result in a direct disqualification. He'll do the eye rakes. He'll do all of that. And I think the wrestling ability of Haskins definitely intimidates Bubblegum on some level. But again, Bubblegum knows what a win over Haskins would do for his career. Could really be the start of better things. As you see there, the side elbows by Haskins. Haskins trying to escape. Irish whip off the ropes. Look at Bubblegum there with the slide. Haskins ducks the lariat. Vertical leap there by Bubblegum. Nice elbow there by Bubblegum, just slowing Haskins down. Cover here. And you see again, almost following Haskins' lead. You saw that forearm in the face.
And now, I'm not sure what...
It was a choke.
Well, yeah. Was it? I didn't even see the choke.
Yeah, he was choking Haskins, and he was masquerading it as a pin. Quite an ingenious maneuver, actually.
Yeah, I thought he fooled me. Shit, it has to be ingenious. Great eye by the ref, though, because I didn't even see that.
And now the knee. Right,
I was looking at Bubblegum's arms, too, trying to figure out why the referee wasn't counting. And, well, you called it, man. It was a choke.
Oh, sternum
first into the turnbuckles. God damn. Yeah, Bubblegum is definitely entertaining in the ring. He's vicious as hell. I just, he's definitely got that, like, I'm going to counter everything vibe about him that I'm not a big fan of.
Right, and now back exposed here.
Oh, God.
This is not going to
What is he going to do here? Is he going to do punches to the head, like 10-count punches to the back of the head?
He's mimicking a camera. I don't know what. Oh, God. Oh, God. Don't do this. Oh, Haskins. Oh, my God. Hey, nothing will make you see the light flash before your eyes and your life run before your eyes than something like that. And Bubblegum about to get nasty with Haskins. Haskins avoiding it.
Bubblegum picking his own pubes out of his mouth.
It's pretty gross there, guy. Checks the arm. Thigh kick. Chest kick. Oh, jumping. Calf kick. Look at Haskins. I gotta tell you, ever since losing to Ospreay, hell, even before losing to Ospreay, the Thunder Bastard match where Haskins became #1 contender, I think we have seen a better Haskins than we ever have. What a basement drop kick.
Yeah, him turning baby is the best thing that's ever happened to him, I think, because a fiery Haskins is an amazing Haskins.
Absolutely.
I mean, him pandering to the crowd, even like it's like we're on an alien planet here, but I'm loving the feel.
It's just like when sticks turn, baby. It's sometimes, really changing perspective can change everything else. And look at the side elbows there by Bubblegum. Bubblegum throwing Haskins off the ropes. Haskins, beautiful roll.
Bubblegum misses the roundhouse, but the Pele from Bubblegum.
Handspring. Look at Bubblegum. Missed the kick there.
Oh, Haskins wants the German. Oh, my God. He just planted Bubblegum. 1, 2, no.
And I'll tell you, Bubblegum, he is resilient. Again, he knows how big a win like this would be, but Haskins has been on a winning streak since losing to Ospreay. What is it? 2 matches in a row Haskins won? This could be 3 tonight. And now, Haskins here going to go to the top rope. And how's this going to go here? What's Haskins thinking? Double stomp, maybe? Maybe a shooting star?
Oh, shit. He was going for the stomp, but Bubblegum out of the way.
Bubblegum using the referee as a shield. Fireman's
he literally threw the referee as if Haskins gives a shit about the referee's well-being. Come on now.
Oh, Gallagher there. And now Bubblegum. What's he thinking? Blockbuster.
Very nice.
And Haskins stays in it.
Look how shocked Bubblegum is.
Something has been just unleashed inside Mark Haskins. I think losing to Ospreay, getting a taste of that rarefied air of the world championship pitcher. Haskins wants to get back there. And if you keep winning, that's the surefire way to do it. Double arm underhook here by Bubblegum. What's he thinking about?
Well, he had 2 arms underhooked, but now he's back down to 1 because he feels like he has to talk trash to the crowd.
That's
Haskins is starting to block it now. See? That's what happens, man. You talk shit to the crowd. Oh, what a
counter.
Almost like a back body drop suplex.
Remember, that's how Styles beat Daniels at Unbreakable 2005, which we just covered recently.
That's right. Good call. Oh, they caught Bubblegum with the thrust kick. Oh,
Haskins tried this earlier.
There's the Samoan driver. That's going to be it. Oh, he's not done. He's going for the bridging Fujiwara.
That's going to be it right there. Center of the ring.
Might be passed out. That's it. It's over.
Haskins now, I believe, with a 3-match winning streak. And partner, you got to imagine that sooner or later, the conversation as Haskins as a potential #1 contender is going to come up again. Yeah, because this man, unbelievable.
Yeah.
You got to wonder, though, if Marty Scurll will be able to keep pace with Haskins. If Scurll beats Rampage Brown tonight, for as impressive as Bubblegum was, I would say Scurll would have the edge in terms of qualitative victories there. Because Rampage, a former Progress champion in his own right. And
you are right, by the way. Since losing to Ospreay, he is on a 3-match win streak.
Well, I'll tell you, we're going to have to thin out the contenders, but Haskins has to be in the conversation to me. But again, so may Marty Scurll, especially if he beats Rampage Brown tonight. So a lot to think about.
Something else too. He's got some quality wins under his belt. First big match that he won after losing to Ospreay was Ciampa. Then he beat Paul Robinson, who would go on, or who was actually coming fresh off of a title loss to Ospreay, and now he beat Bubblegum. So I would argue Bubblegum is actually like the least impressive victory that he's had so far, and it was still a damn good one.
Absolutely. And there you see Jim Smallman in the ring now. Folks, if you're a fan of Progress, our live reactions to Progress, or Mark freaking Haskins, please leave a like. As the referee here coming in for our next bout. Very interesting card we have today. I'm most stoked to see Zack Gibson. You know how much I've grown to love Zack Gibson, especially his recent triumph in the WWE UK Championship Tournament. But for now...
We got Caltag Star 96 in chat, and he asked, would Haskins' bridging armbar hurt more than a regular one? And absolutely it would. Because the thing is, with a normal cross arm breaker style armbar, you're doing a lot of damage to the elbow with your hips, but you're not really doing as much damage to anything else. With a Fujiwara armbar, you're doing damage to the shoulder and elbow But with the bridging variation, you not only are you doing a lot more damage, but it's also easier for you to maintain because you have all of your body weight on the opponent and you're basically just pulling downwards. Whereas with a Fujiwara, you're kind of like in an awkward situation where you're kind of forced to pull with one arm, and it's just a lot more difficult to kind of apply pressure with that. With the bridging Fujiwara, if you wanted, you could easily tear their shoulder out of the socket with very little effort. It would really not take a lot of effort. And the thing is, that's the biggest difference, I feel like, is because the Fujiwara and the bridging Fujiwara are more shoulder-based, whereas an actual cross arm breaker is more elbow based, but they both hurt like hell. It's just a matter of which joint they're focused more on.
And Ashton, going to be an interesting bout for you to call this next one, partner, because we have Ashton Smith, who lost the right to the name Ashton, but I'm just going by.
Yeah, that guy needs a new first name. We're going to call him John Smith for now.
Oh, well, that's kind of a dig, but okay. And we've got...
Yeah, that's the point. It's supposed to be. Kyle Ashmore is the one that deserves the name.
Well, I do remember you liking Ashmore the last, 2 times we've seen him now?
Yeah, dude, Ashmore is impressive as hell. We should just switch their first names. This is Kyle Smith, and the other guy is Ashton Ashmore. Yeah!
Okay, I guess we're doing it, but I'm going to keep going by their actual names for commentary, because that's just going to be too much for me to try and keep up with.
You know what? I think what I'm going to do, I'm just going to go by last names, because that emphasizes that this guy is not an Ashton, he's a Smith. And the other guy is an Ash. He's Ashmore.
Well, regardless, Ashton Smith now in the ring, awaiting...
Smitty boy!
awaiting Kyle Ashmore, who indeed was impressive, but I don't know if he's won a match yet in progress. I wish they still did, like, the win-loss record, because I actually really like that. But we know Ashton Smith really didn't win. We saw him in the UK tournament, and he really wasn't that impressive.
Yeah, we did see, and that was why I revoked his rights to the Ashton name in the first place.
We'll see if Progress treats him any better. As here comes Kyle Ashmore.
Do you ever get offended with Johns not living up to their name, or is it more of just like you've grown used to it because there's so many of you?
I mean, I've grown used to it mainly because of the inadequacy of my father, but, you know, I mean, there are some good Johns out there, I'm sure.
His name isn't John, is it?
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much where I got it from.
I didn't know that your father's name was John.
Yeah. So it's an inadequate heritage, but I'm slowly rehabilitating the name with my greatness. I mean, I did just get confirmed that I have the sexiest colon in the Northeast, and I'm pretty fucking brilliant. So one day
this is actually Ashton Smith's first match in progress, by the way.
Yeah, that's right. I knew we had seen him somewhere else, but then I realized it wasn't even in progress. Again, it was the UK tournament where he lost to Travis Banks.
No, yeah, exactly. And we've seen Ashmore twice. And you're correct that he hasn't won a match yet. I'm hoping he puts a win under his belt with this match. And I do want to point out this is a natural progression series 3/4 final match as well.
Oh, thank you for pointing that out. Normally I ask you during our opening remarks if there are any natural progression series 3 matches. Is that the only one tonight?
Yes, it is. Yeah. So we've got this match, and as far as Ashmore goes, he already has 2 matches. The first was a loss to Shaw Samuels. The second was just not winning a 4-way match that also included Morgan Webster, Bubblegum, and Mike Hitchman. Morgan Webster won that match.
Given that Kyle Ashmore is empirically proven to be a failure, I mean, why does he deserve the Ash name, though? Like, he hasn't
because he's so damn impressive in the ring.
So you just feel like a win may be inevitable with how impressive he is.
I don't even care about his win-loss record. I just enjoy watching him. That's the thing. Like, he could even lose this match and I wouldn't care. It's just, he's so entertaining in the ring. He's awesome, dude. So he's got like some Cesaro qualities to him, but he's actually better at high flying. He's really good, dude.
So even if you fail, the important thing is to fail spectacularly.
Well, the thing is, failure is, it's a very vague topic. I think failure, it's got more of a fluid definition than you realize.
I mean, is that what you started telling yourself when you accepted that you'd never wake up as Adam Cole, or is that just what you've always...
See, the whole never waking up as Adam Cole thing, I just realized that there's only one person on the planet deserving of that amazing reward, and he already does it every day.
Oh, God, the sad thing is you're more or less right, as we've got the bell here, and we're going to get the lockup. But in all seriousness, folks, getting back to more serious commentary here, Ashmore is impressive. And
do you remember some of the shit that Ashmore does?
Doesn't he do like a standing like corkscrew moonsault? I remember him doing some crazy high flying stuff, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's a bigger guy too.
And now Ashton Smith here with the hammerlock. I'll tell you, you want to see a quality man work a hammerlock, just watch Zack Gibson tonight and Ashmore up there.
You have such a man crush on him. It's kind of hilarious.
I do, dude. And it's not just that he's so technically sound, but he's genuinely good on the mic. Like, I actually went back. I don't know if you did. I went back and I listened to his victory speech from the UK tournament because he wasn't able to cut one initially because Pete Dunne interrupted him. Dude, the fucking heat that he got, holy shit. Like, I think he might be the top heel of NXT UK already. And, like, I'm not even kidding. It's pretty nuts.
Well, and speaking of NXT UK, they are going to be filming their first few episodes coming up this month. I believe the 28th and 29th of this month is when they're going to be filming. And speaking of filming, did you see the Mae Young Classic for this year is going to be filming on August 8th and 9th?
No, I didn't see film dates. All I saw was that Caitlyn is going to be a participant, which I personally thought was pretty cool.
Yeah, I saw that, and I wasn't as excited about that, but then I saw when it's going to be, and the fact that it's going to be literally a month from now, actually less than a month from now, more like 4 weeks from now, and I got very excited about that, because that means we're going to be finding out who's going to be in it between now and then, and I hope we get another Tournament of Champions, or a Parade of Champions, because that was like my favorite part of last year's tournament.
Dude, absolutely. Now back to the in-ring action here. We had a little bit of a scramble between Ashmore and Smith.
Look how much bigger Ashmore is than Smith, though.
Absolutely.
Not even just bulk-wise, but even height-wise. He's got like 2 or 3 inches on him. And if I remember correctly, Ashton Smith was actually listed at 6'1" for the UK tournament. So that would put Ashmore at probably around 6'3".
Great height on that dropkick there by Smith.
Smith off the ropes. Ashmore pulls the top rope down, though, and out goes Smith.
And now
Ashmore going to dive! Oh, my God! Tope Suicida!
Wow, Ashton Smith might have really fucked up his shoulder there. That didn't look good.
No,
and now...
And it's a shame. I don't think Progress does replays, do they?
No, I don't think they do.
I know for a fact that PWG doesn't do replays, but I'm pretty sure Progress doesn't do replays either. Although, that's just back in the day. I don't know. Since they got that WWE money flowing in, they might be doing replays nowadays, now that I know.
Yeah. And now
look at Ashmore. What an uppercut to the back. That's a unique move. I haven't seen that in a while.
Nice strike there, and he's going to go for the cover.
Not even a 2 count, I don't think. That looked like a 1 to me.
Camera a bit erratic there, but we did get to see the kick out there by Smith. This is for high stakes. This is a quarterfinal for the Natural Progression Series 3 tournament. A tournament that really, depending on how you go about it, could change the trajectory of your entire career. And now, Smith in the opposite corner. Ashmore, what a lariat. Down here, hooks the leg. Kick out there by Smith. Ashmore asking the referee, what's going on there. Ashmore, I think, really does have all the tools to really be a big player here in Progress. And I'll tell you what, winning this match would be a great first step for him. Body shots there by Smith. Knee to the midsection there. Is it going to be a scoop slam? It is. Moonsault. Kick out. And Ashmore there. Really getting fired up. I think each near fall only further motivates this man to really take it all home.
Holy shit. Caltag star in chat taking shots at Johnny Mundo. I didn't expect that today.
Yeah, Johnny Mundo and me. I mean, he's just trying to compensate for the inadequacy of those he supports, like Mariposa, for instance. I don't know.
Ooh, that's a deep cut right there.
And Smith now launching.
What a leg lariat off the middle rope.
Leg lariat there by Smith.
Very nice.
Oh, Ashton Smith prepping a knee. Could be a running knee strike.
Oh, is he thinking GTS? What?
No way.
Get out of there, Ashmore. Yeah. Oh, pop up. Oh, my God. Like a DVD steamroller. What?
That was impressive.
No.
That was almost like Velveteen Dream's Death Valley Bomb.
I know, right? I hate that they call it that, though. The Death Valley Bomb is like Darkness Falls. That's a Death Valley Bomb right there.
I would agree. That's why it's always kind of hit me, like hit my ear wrong, with that term, because we know what a power bomb is. So
Yeah. Let's just call it like a cartwheel slam or something, like a cartwheel Death Valley driver. I don't know, something along those
or a
lines.
cartwheel driver, he has something like that. Yeah, snap mare. I'm gonna take over here, and now back
The
to
fireman's carry cartwheel slam.
my God, and now Smith here trying to get out of this hold. I'll tell you, Ashmore. I mean, the guy can really do anything. He could do the technical stuff. He could do the power game. He could do the high flying. Maybe another guy that's well rounded, kind of like Haskins. Look at that body shot there. Just that quick jab to the midsection.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm glad you pointed out the jab, because the one thing that I have noticed that Ashmore doesn't necessarily excel at is the strikes. Oh, and there's a lariat from Smith.
Smith
And another
exploding in the
lariat.
corner.
That first one took Ashmore off his feet hard. Now Smith with the 3 slaps and went for the roundhouse kick. There's the Enziguri. Ashmore very dazed, but still on his feet.
Again, this is all about who's going to advance in the tournament. Power slam.
Kind of a lazy power slam. Almost like a suplex power slam. That was awkward.
And now Smith in the corner. Charging up.
Yep, there's the knee to the face.
Oh, what a knee to the face.
Oh, and the shotgun drop kick into the turnbuckles. That was nice.
Damn.
Pulling Ashmore out, going for the pin. 2. No, Ashmore kicks out.
Ashmore staying in it. You see him clenching his fist. He wants to stay in this. He knows that this win could really be the start of bigger and better things for his career.
I feel like this match has painted a much kinder picture of Ashton Smith than his UK tournament match.
I would agree with that. Oh.
Spin kick by Ashmore.
That kick to the midsection.
Off the ropes. Swing and a miss. Ashton Smith with almost like a rock bottom there.
Yeah, like a spinning Uranagi slightly, and Ashmore kicking out.
Very nice.
Tell you, Ashmore, definitely an impressive specimen. But Ashton Smith showing us something that, like you said, we never really even got to see in the UK tournament.
Yeah, that UK tournament didn't do him justice. That's a shame.
And now, oh, fireman's carry going back to it. Could it be a GTS? What's he thinking about?
Oh, he got run by Ashmore. Holy hell. That was impressive. Oh, and now Ashmore thinking German, and he got it, and he bridged. 1, 2. Ah!
Just kicked out. Oh, my God, that was close.
I even had my tongue between my teeth ready to say 3.
Yeah, really. And Ashmore again taking umbrage with the referee's count, but he can't get distracted.
Come on, you bastard.
He's in control here. He's got Smith on the defensive.
It's clearly a 3 count.
Kick there.
Great Gamangiri there by Ashmore. But you set Ashton Smith up in an area that I'm pretty sure he's relatively adept from. Oh, what? He missed the Rana. He missed the Rana. Smith hung on. Oh, God.
What's Smith thinking here?
Oh! Face. What? Look at Ashmore.
Jumping knee to the face. You countered my counter, but I countered your counter to my counter. Holy shit, drapes the arm over too.
Oh my God, he kicked out again.
But what does it say about the energy that Ashmore has left that he was merely able to drape a hand over the chest? I mean, body on body contact.
That's true. You have to wonder if he would have gotten a proper pin, like a tight roll up or something, if he would have won there.
And now Smith.
Oh, he's thinking springboard. He's thinking springboard.
I don't know if I agree with this. No, Smith might be able to shove him or counter.
Oh!
And there is the counter.
Yeah.
Oh, now. Oh.
He picked him up. He's got him in the fireman's carry. Go to sleep.
There it is. Go to sleep. That's going to do it.
1, 2, 3. I mean, the good thing is he definitely won me over in that match. He was definitely more exciting in that match than he was in the UK tournament. Bad thing is there were a lot of sloppy moments in that match, and Ashmore continues losing.
And Ashton Smith using a move first made famous by Kenta, who we saw last night in a losing effort for the Cruiserweight Championship, the GTS. Its lineage remains strong as Smith advances in the Natural Progression Series 3 tournament. Oh, man. What a match. And like you said, though, Ashmore does continue his losing ways. You got to wonder when that's going to be remedied, if it's ever going to be remedied.
God, have I mentioned lately, fuck Wikipedia?
Dude, I was looking up Hideo last night on Wikipedia. I forgot about their bullshit like already in that time, and it just pissed me off all over again.
I mean, the thing is, you can still go back to the like versions that had all of the, in wrestling with the move sets and stuff. It's just extra steps. It's so obnoxious. And I'm the only reason I'm looking is to make sure that Hideo was the one that actually did innovate the GTS. And yeah, he totally did.
And like, dude, here's my thing, just because, I think we're a ways away from entrances and stuff for the next match. Like, why even make those edits in the first place? You can't tell me it was to be, like, economical or to save space, because I've seen long-ass Wikipedia entries. Like, you can't tell me that adding a fucking in-wrestling section would make it that much longer or whatever. I don't know. I just think it's ridiculous, personally.
Yeah.
Now let's see what we got next here. FSU and Jack Gallagher versus The Origin.
Oh, God.
Nathan. God, it must be great living a life where you're just better than everyone else. And Smallman, I don't know, he's probably giving a rundown of things going on with Progress. I have my volume on mute. So I hope everybody's doing well today that's joined us, and thank you for joining us. We hope you're having a good time, and if so, please leave a like. We greatly appreciate it. Caltech Star really hasn't said anything since I mentioned how he supports failures too, like Mariposa. So, hopefully I didn't scare him off, but, I'll only tolerate being pushed so far as a John. I got to stand up for my namesake, you know what I'm saying? So, how are things going with you, Ashton? You enjoying the show?
Oh, yeah, I'm definitely enjoying the show. It's been a lot of fun. Haskins versus Bubblegum is my match of the night so far. But to be fair, we've only seen 2 matches. So, 1 out of 2. And that match was definitely fun as well. But I did kind of already mention that there were some sloppy moments in there.
Yeah, absolutely.
This match should be fun. At the very least, this match is going to be interesting. And would anyone really be surprised if Eddie Dennis turned on Mark Andrews and Jack Gallagher and joined the Origin?
No, I think it'd be a smart career move. And there's Gallagher, who oddly enough is a heel currently on 205 Live, and him, Kendrick, and Gulak have expressed interest in Cedric Alexander's Cruiserweight Championship. I hope that among the 3, Gulak is the one that's determined to be #1 contender, because I think him and Cedric could really make some magic together. But in the meantime, Gallagher is looking to make magic with FSU, the first ever Progress Tag Team Champions.
So I don't know if you are aware of this. I think it just came out in the last hour, so I kind of doubt it. But Marty Elias, the referee, I believe the senior official actually of Lucha Underground, was on a podcast where he actually discussed the possibility of Lucha Underground getting a season 5. He was on the Wrestling Compadres Slamcast, and he basically said that El Rey producers wanted to add a bunch more episodes to season 4, but they told the Lucha Underground producers too late. They literally told them on the first day of tapings, when many of the wrestlers and production crew already had other obligations and couldn't schedule for the additional episodes. So El Rey basically said, okay, well, we'll add it on to season 5 instead. So basically implying that, like, yeah, season 5 is going to happen.
And season 5, if they're going to add stuff to season 5, it'll probably be a longer season, I would imagine.
I'm so glad too. I wanted 40 episodes at least so bad, dude. I want us to go back to the season 1 and 3 glory.
Isn't it weird that it seems like the even number seasons are like shorter seasons and the odd number seasons really get like all those episodes to really tell their story?
I really do think that that's just an issue of small sample size, because we've only had 4 seasons, and anything can happen. My favorite saying that I kind of invented is that once can be a fluke, twice can be a coincidence, 3 is when it becomes a pattern. So we're up to coincidence right now. It just depends on how long it lasts.
So if by 6 it's still right that odd number seasons have more episodes than even number seasons, then we can say it's a pattern?
Then we can say that it's starting to become a pattern. Yeah, I don't like jumping to pattern immediately, but it's definitely getting there at that point.
All right, fair enough. I'm just like, I'm not even saying it like definitively, like, oh, this is how they do it. It's just something I observed that I just find funny. But I am glad though. I mean, that is good news in the long run because I do love longer form seasons because I mean, obviously I love more Lucha Underground. So
exactly. Yeah. The only downside though is that I actually saw apparently they're going to have to find another new venue to film at.
Oh man. It's a shame that they don't have something like, because Impact Wrestling's been at the Impact Zone, I feel like, for fucking ever, right? So like they've never really had to leave it. I wish that LU could have a venue like that because they do so much with their venue, narratively speaking, that if they could just have a place of stability, like then you could really mine like all the lore and stuff and not have to worry about changing location.
And the thing is, like, if you're Lucha Underground producers, you've got to be saying to El Rey when they show up on day one of tapings, like, oh, we want more episodes. You've got to be saying to them, okay, remember this next time we have to negotiate for more seasons. Never give us fewer than 30 episodes in a season ever again.
Yeah, really. I agree with you completely. Like, those conversations should be used as leverage by those making the fucking product.
Yeah,
like,
exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's ridiculous to me that they're like, oh, we want more episodes on day one of tapings. Like, stories are already planned out. Everything is already set in motion. You can't do that. It's bullshit. You should have said that months before the taping started.
Oh, I completely agree. And I mean, I know pretty soon we're gonna have to switch gears here because the Origin are making their way to the ring and they're just kind of bad mouthing the fans. But I think that just kind of is indicative on some level of the work culture, you know, that Lucha Underground finds themselves in with the El Rey network. Because like, how can you be so out of touch with the progress of like your premier product on your network that you're only requesting episodes on the first day of tapings? Like, don't you keep your finger on the pulse of like what they're doing and when? So that shit can like be given to you so that you can make whatever money you do off of it. Like, I don't know. I just, I see a big disconnect there that's very concerning to me. Yeah. And see FSU and Gallagher waiting. You know, FSU. And here's the thing, Ashton. Now that Mark Andrews is back, I mean, I don't want to speak for Eddie Dennis. I would never want to speak for an individual. And really, even when I say this, maybe I shouldn't speak for Mark Andrews either. But you have to imagine if one of them pins Nathan Cruz or El Ligero, that would set them up for a Progress Tag title shot. And again, FSU were the first Progress Tag Team champions. So really just something to think about.
Yeah.
And there's Dave Mastiff, the bastard.
It's interesting that Jack Gallagher is kind of getting tied up in this. Does he have any previous interactions with the Origin that I'm not remembering?
I don't think he has.
I don't either. Maybe it happened on like a, you know, like a show that we didn't watch, maybe like a download festival or a, you know, an Endeavor or something like that.
And Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews. I mean, this is their chance to really get back in the championship hunt. Mark Andrews, of course, returning to Progress last chapter 23. Main event was Ospreay versus Andrews for the world title. Andrews came so close to becoming the first ever two-time Progress world champion. That was not to be. And speaking of first ever two-time, the Origin are the first ever two-time Progress tag team champions, that being Nathan Cruz and El Ligero in this case. So they're on their second run currently. That just shows you how dangerous and formidable Cruz and Ligero are as a team, Ashton. And ironically enough, this team, I mean, Nathan Cruz is the first ever Progress champion. Who beat him for it? El Ligero. So these guys have such an intimate history, both as adversaries and allies. I think in a weird way, it almost strengthens their bond as a tag team. Wouldn't you agree?
I mean, yeah, that's fair for sure. That's definitely an agreeable stance to take. Ozen. I wonder if oh wow, did the fuck you in Italian thing there.
Yeah, Gallagher. I like that. A little bit of personality there shown by Gallagher.
I have missed the hell out of Mark Andrews. I mean, Eddie Dennis has been around a little bit, and you know, my fandom for him has definitely waned, but Mark Andrews I've missed.
Absolutely.
Also, can I just say we're 2 weeks away from the debut in Progress of TK Cooper and Dahlia Black.
Should be very interesting. A lot going on in wrestling that Twitwow's covering here.
Oh, wait. And, oh, well, no, this is still from like 2016, but it's just exciting to me.
Right. Well, no, I just mean because we're doing Progress Live Reaction, so that'll be a part of our slate this month, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we will be able to react.
So it'll be Tuesday, July 25th that we'll be reacting to it.
Right. So, yeah, a lot going on this month, guys, again. And just the snapshot of progress. We've still got a lot to give yet.
Or I'm sorry, Tuesday, July 24th. That was my bad. I forgot that today was Wednesday, that we had to push it back.
Oh, Ligero and Cruz. And Cruz just dropping the shield. And Ligero just tossing it. That's quite disrespectful to the Progress Tag titles.
They don't give a shit about those titles.
I'm telling you, to those guys, it's probably only a stepping stone back to the Progress World title.
But which one of them is going to be the world champion?
I mean, obviously Nathan is the leader, but, you know.
That's but would Ligero be okay with that?
I mean, he better be if he knows where his dinner rolls are buttered. And now,
dinner rolls, oh my God.
Mark Andrews here with his game face on. In all seriousness, Ashton, I mean, two very adept competitors in very different ways, Mark Andrews and Nathan Cruz, looking to be starting off this match, if I'm not mistaken, or maybe not. I don't know. I think the Origin's still discussing among themselves who's going to start. To me, I would save Mastiff for last. Not necessarily the hot tag, but just that cannon that when everybody else is worn down, you bring him in like a machine gun, he'll mow everybody else down. But the Origin may be thinking the opposite strategy. They may be looking to open with Mastiff, and Mastiff now going down to his knees. I mean, maybe kind of like mocking the opposition here.
I don't know if you saw, but Hiromu was healthy enough to fly. He actually ended up getting on a plane back to Japan.
Good. It's a rough time Hiromu's going through, guys. And El Liguero's going to open up this match. Well, even better. I mean, El Ligero and Mark Andrews. Again, I reiterate, two very adept competitors in quite distinct ways. Mark Andrews and El Ligero, both former Progress World Champions. Although it's fine. Actually, both guys have kind of followed a similar path. Their first titles were the Progress World Championship, and then their second titles were the Progress Tag Team Championships, except the only difference being El Ligero is still a tag team champion. Mark Andrews would love to get back on a golden path.
Yeah, it's crazy to think here that we've got three former Progress World Champions in one 6-man tag match.
Yeah, what a nuts stat that is. And
right?
El Ligero shoving Andrews there.
Andrews is looking swaggerific, man. He's into this.
Andrews is also the first ever Natural Progression Series winner. And now
White Lightning.
Oh, pushed off. Shoulder block there by Ligero. Ligero very proud of himself. I don't like he just became the first ever two-time Progress champion.
Yeah, I don't know if that's ever happened before.
That hasn't. I'm still waiting for it to.
In the episodes we're reacting to, but I mean like in actual current day.
Oh, that'll be very interesting to see if that has happened or not, you know, when we get to that point in the product. Oh my God, Nathan joining in. Okay, that made it funny again. You know, most factions would be like, oh, get serious. You know, this isn't a joke. Nathan's like, yeah, you did it, bud. Best shoulder block ever. That's great. There's the arm drag there by
I love, too, that our next Progress chapter, chapter 25, is titled Chat Shit Get Banged.
Oh, wow.
Right?
Nice.
What even is that?
Roll up there. Oh, but Andrew's so evasive. Oh, but wait. Tossed into the ropes, but Andrews again hanging on. Shoulder check. Gonna slingshot over Ligero. Rolls through. Drop kick by Andrews. Andrews, another one that's on 205 Live, though we haven't seen him lately. You want to talk about contenders for the Cruiserweight title?
I don't think that they actually consider him to be a 205 talent. I think he's more of an NXT UK guy.
Oh, well, yeah. Because I know he did appear on 205 Live, but now that NXT UK is a thing, you're probably right about that.
Yeah, but I think he only appeared on like a few episodes of 205 Live. Probably less than like a month's worth of episodes, I would say.
Well, it's going to be the surfboard here. And look at this.
And there's the tag by Eddie Dennis. What's he going to do out of this?
Dennis
he's going to catch Ligero and get him up into a swing bottom over the knee.
Oh, man.
Swinging backbreaker there over the knee. But only a 1 count. Ligero kicked out so quickly there.
Yeah, the swing bottom breaker there by Dennis. Beautifully done. Now wrist lock.
It makes it sound like you're saying it's a bottom breaker, like he's breaking his ass.
Well, I wish that would happen to Taguchi, but I know Nathan
That
Cruz
would be
tagging in.
glorious. Imagine Taguchi laid up in a hospital bed with everything elevated and nothing touching his ass because it's in so much pain that he can't handle anything putting pressure on it.
It's the life he deserves. Nathan Cruz talking trash there to Eddie Dennis. Oh, yes, Nathan.
And then he just runs away. Oh my God.
Nathan is so me. I love it.
Nathan, coward.
And look at that Mastiff there, the bastard. Uppercut there to Dennis.
Come on, Dennis. You got to focus on your actual opponent, not the tag partners.
Well, I guess Eddie Dennis felt like defending his pride was more important. I mean, he did get this taste slapped out of his mouth by Nathan.
No, but what kind of jackass has actual pride? Jeez.
I mean, that's a fair point.
Lucha Dennis with Piranha.
And Eddie Dennis not getting into it. That shimmy was awkward as hell. You should never dance ever again. Not even in private.
Oh my God, he's so white.
And Mark Andrews double stomp to the arm.
Where's James to call for death to the honkies?
Oh God, yeah. Mark Andrews. Oh, Ligero stopping.
What was that joke he told you the other day about what do you call a dead white guy?
Yeah, well, what do you call a dead white person? I don't know, James. What? A step in the right direction.
Oh my God. Oh, jeez.
He has serious problems, but I love him
those
so
of
much.
you that are new to the channel, we do apologize if you're offended, but to be fair, James is also white. He just has like the Uncle Ruckus syndrome where he hates his own race.
Yeah. And now Dave Mastiff. Wringing the arm out.
Dude, just bringing up Mark Andrews made me remember that like everybody that's ever worked on 205 Live, I feel like, has always praised Neville and misses him.
Yeah.
And I miss Neville like so bad.
I miss him too, dude. Absence is definitely making my heart grow fonder for the man that gravity forgot. And apparently WWE also forgot.
Call him that anymore. He's not with WWE anymore.
And now the wrestler. I thought he was called that though, even when he was Pac on the Indies.
Oh, what? I don't think so, dude. I really don't think he was.
Because I thought that name was like floated around. See, I thought fans almost gave him that name because of just how incredible he is.
See, then I was definitely under the impression that was an NXT invention.
Nah, see, I think that was before NXT. Maybe somebody can help us out with that in chat because I would swear that was before NXT, but I don't know. I've been wrong before, so it wouldn't be anything new. And Nathan Cruz there taking control of the arm and working the wrist lock over. Body shot there by Andrews, trying to escape the wrist lock. Oh, and a clubbing blow there by Nathan to Andrews. Tag by Mastiff. Great frequent tags here by the Origin, keeping each man fresh.
You are correct. The man that gravity forgot was a nickname of his on the Indies.
Oh, wow. I even get to be right today. Today really is shaping up to be amazing. And now...
Oh, goodness.
Mastiff here hyperextending the arm and tagging in Ligero. I know that's impressive that the Origin trusts each other enough to do these frequent tags because you look at Mastiff compared to Andrew. I mean, the size and weight differential is significant. And yet it's like, no, you know what? We'll still somewhat equalize the playing field, but Ligero is so technically proficient, it won't even matter. He'll keep Andrews grounded, and you see he's kind of holding up to that promise right here. And Mastiff and Nathan applauding Ligero. I love that their gimmick is just really like slowing matches because we saw them do this in the triple threat tag match last chapter, and then Sumerian Death Squad got the microphone. They just started beating the crap out of Nathan, and then it just erupted into a brawl. Forearm there by Andrews. But Ligero ringing the arm out there. And again here, another forearm there by Andrews. But again, Ligero ringing the arm. And again, is it going to be over the shoulder? No. Really working that wrist lock and then driving the arm all the way down to the canvas. And then a shot there to Eddie Dennis. I am loving the work here being done by the Origin. Referee trying to keep Gallagher at bay. And off the ropes. Duck. Oh, Andrew's going for the victory roll. I thought he was going for the double stomp attack.
Ducks the lariat. Drop kick. Drop kick. Is he going to get a third? No. Oh, wow. There's Cruz to take him down.
Clubbing blow there to Gallagher.
Forearm. Irish
now
whip.
The tag champions working together.
The ropes. Sends Cruz up and over into the outside. Blocks the lariat. Uppercut. Another uppercut. Damn, these uppercuts are vicious by Gallagher.
Oh, Gallagher winding it up in a third uppercut there.
That was snappy as all hell. Oh, and
what
the running
drop kick to Mastiff.
There goes Mastiff. Tag here to Eddie Dennis. Now Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews, all three of these guys in the ring. Are we going to get dives from all three of them?
And there it is.
There are.
Triple team dive.
Lows from Eddie Dennis and Mark Andrews and a tope suicida by Gallagher.
Damn. Great sequence of maneuvers here. And now Gallagher in the stands there. Ligero in the ring. Inverted. Oh, this could be FSU's time. Double stop. Driven down.
Two. Oh,
Mastiff right there. I was wondering if anybody was playing defense.
Yeah.
FSU was close to getting back in the tag title hunt. Oh, and Mastiff, though, hitting the ring post.
Andrews.
Rope.
Thinking shooting star here.
Is he going to get it? Oh, but Nathan. Straddling the run, and Mark Andrews got crotched. And now Eddie Dennis and Nathan Cruz in the ring.
Oh, man. Nathan's been dodging Eddie Dennis this whole match.
And Nathan's expression just changed. And goes to the right hand. Oh, my God, Dennis.
All these forearms. Oh, there's the knee to the midsection by Cruz. Dennis off the ropes. Lariat.
What a lariat done there by Eddie Dennis. And Eddie Dennis now firing up. Oh, what an uppercut in the corner there. Gallagher kind of recovering. Ligero on the apron. Dennis. Is it going to be another swing bottom backbreaker? No, just a seated swing bottom. Ligero on the top rope. Oh, mocking Eddie Dennis there.
Son. Yeah.
Oh, now is this going to be another?
No, he's got him up in a fireman's carry now. Oh, but the eye rake. And then, oh, head first into that middle turnbuckle, but Gallagher headbutt.
Gallagher, what's
Gallagher get him up. Taking Ligero for a suplex maybe, or maybe even a brain buster here. He's got him up, elevated, delayed, long time up here with Ligero set up. I don't know what he's going to go for here, John. What do you think? Brainbuster, suplex?
I was originally thinking a brainbuster. Now I don't even know. It's probably going to be just.
I love it, Gallagher. I love it. Do one more.
Oh, God. And there's the suplex. And Gallagher, my God, that physique.
Yeah, he's ripped, man. I feel like a gourd buster or a brain buster is so much better to do out of that long delay with him upside down.
And now Ligero going into the corner, trying to take refuge there. There you see Mastiff recovering from hitting the ring post earlier. Wait a minute, who the hell's coming down? That's Zack Gibson.
Of course, this little prick.
Liverpool's #1. Oh, the baseball slide.
God, I know Gallagher's taking care of business, but first of all, Gibson shouldn't even be out here. He's putting himself on the line when he's got a title shot tonight. And second of all, he's leaving. Yeah, he's leaving this shit to happen.
And now the origin. There's the cradle there by Ligero. 2, 3.
Ooh, easy.
That's it.
What a bunch of jokesters.
I mean, to be fair, Zack Gibson is a part of the origin, so I call that team unity right there.
Well, you're right. He is a part of the origin. He should just not be, sacrificing his own body to save them in a meaningless 3-on-3 tag match when he's got an actual meaningful world title match later tonight.
Well, I mean, again, the more wins you have, the more powerful you become, and this faction's looking to rule progress, which they will when Zack Gibson becomes world champion tonight.
I was going to say, if Gibson would win the world title tonight, that's the shortcut to ruling the freaking company. Just ask Jimmy Havoc. He held the company hostage for months. Years.
I mean, and you know Zack Gibson's going to win because he's better than everybody else, and especially all these internet dweebs in attendance.
Zack Gibson would have won before now, but he just got beat up by Jack Gallagher. He doesn't have what's left in his tank to be able to win the world title in a three-way where he doesn't even need to be pinned.
First of all, I find your tone in this whole thing rather humorous. Second of all, that beatdown was one of extreme brevity, my friend. Zack Gibson will be just fine. It was just a few right hands. Nothing.
I know, but a few right hands means both the other guys in that match have a really solid head start on him. And it's not like those guys are lacking for talent. They're still both extremely talented. We're still talking about the Progress World Champion Will Ospreay and the guy that beat Gibson in the finals in the first place, freaking Morgan Webster.
I mean, but Zack Gibson's Liverpool's #1. Like, he'll be fine. And there you see Gallagher and FSU shaking their heads angrily, like it should have been them that won this match. Yeah, I don't fucking think so. Get over it.
Put it this way. I am officially predicting Ospreay to retain tonight.
I mean, I respectfully disagree. I'm going all in on Zack Gibson, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
That's your ignorant mistake.
Wow. I come at you just saying I respect your opinion, and you just feel the need to just assassinate me anyway. It's really classy on that side of the table. Just keep that up.
Yeah, how does it feel to get slit in the throat with a knife?
Wow.
That's what I imagine when I think of assassination, to be fair.
Well, yeah, Andrews. Way to fail again. Why'd you even come back?
Oh, Mark.
And Eddie Dennis. Oh, my balls. Yeah, you're a fucking joke, too.
You're a low blowed, dude.
I don't know what you're talking about. Actually, I do know what you're talking about. You mean when Dave Mastiff tried to uppercut the lower midsection of Eddie Dennis and he just happened to hit his scrote? That was a complete accident. God. You know, your consistent debasing of the origin is very concerning to me.
Oh, God.
Wake up! Wake up! Come and eat!
The hell?
I can't understand a word Smallman's saying right now. There is way too much echo going on.
Yeah, I can't understand it either. That's why I just have it back on mute. I'm not even going to bother trying understanding it. The hell is that going on in the background?
You know who PCO is, right?
Yeah, that 50-year-old guy that we're going to see in bowl or whatever.
He's a fucking nut job, dude.
Wow.
There's a video online of him getting lit on fire and then breaking a 2x4 while the fire goes out on him.
Wow. Well, you can't say that he's not living his best life even at this stage of the game, so...
Christ.
And now finally, we've got Ciampa versus ZSJ.
Yeah.
Is that a you said this was a rematch? Was the first match between these two in that huge tournament that Progress had?
Yes, yeah, the super strong style tournament from 2015.
Nice.
Yeah, the 2016 edition is chapter 30. So if we get to live react to Progress through August, we will cover that as well.
Nice. You guys know how to make that happen. Patreon donations, $3 a month gets you Discord access, and it gets us to our goal, rather quickly if everybody kind of joins in. And here comes Ciampa.
Tommaso Ciampa.
One of my favorite heels in wrestling right now.
One of, really?
I mean, you know, there are a lot of great heels working right now. Marty the Moth, Johnny
Are
Mundo.
any of them really in the same category of amazing as Ciampa as heels?
I mean, objectively, which I mean, it's kind of even weird to even use that language in the context of wrestling, but I don't think so. I mean, I've never seen another heel and pretty much a pay-per-view, even though it was like a takeover, and I don't really know how you want to like split those hairs with "fuck you, Ciampa" chants. So, you know.
Yeah, that totally happened.
I mean, it was completely undeserved. I mean, God forbid a man stands up for himself, but I digress.
And by completely undeserved, you mean totally reasonable of the crowd to do.
I mean, Ashton, I think I know what I said.
Yeah, I know what you said too, but I'm pretty sure that's not what you meant to say.
Wow.
Oh God.
And yeah, I love this man's Twitter and everything else. Oh my God, July 8th, because I know you showed me the most recent one from last night. July 8th, he tweets, Siri, show me transitional champion, and beneath it is a picture of Aleister Black.
Yo, you didn't see that one already? Yeah, that one was everywhere.
Oh, Ciampa, you're so saucy.
Saucy.
As I gotta say, man, Ciampa has kind of sucked in progress. I mean, he's had great matches, but he just really hasn't won anything. So we'll see if he can turn the tide here against Zack Sabre Jr. I mean, they both show up to Progress with about the same regularity. In fact, I would even say that Ciampa may even have ZSJ beat, so maybe he will get the win here. And Zack Sabre Jr. hailed by many as the best technical wrestler working today. I would certainly, I'd certainly enjoy ZSJ's work, but if any of you guys saw my thread on Zack Gibson, I didn't just talk about Zack Gibson. I did talk a bit about ZSJ, and I even referenced a Twitter thread that a friend of mine made kind of critiquing Zack's style. And so I definitely think the air of best technical wrestler is still up for grabs. But ZSJ here, looking ready, looking focused to take Tommaso Ciampa to the limit. Got to imagine that a win here for either of these guys would go quite a ways and potentially putting them in the Progress World title picture. And Smallman just running down both of these guys. There is Ciampa, who, and I want to say 2 weeks' time, has the chance to become NXT champion against Aleister Black. We were kind of mentioning that earlier. And Ashton says, I don't think I've asked you this question so far tonight. Who do you got in this match? Do you think that Ciampa is going to win, or do you think ZSJ is going to win again? I know you said this is one of the matches you were looking forward to most. It's only appropriate to get inside your head for this one.
Yeah, I got to go with ZSJ, man. I can't pick against the local, you know?
And shirt off here.
You did hear me, right?
You said you'd go with Ciampa, you said?
No, did I cut out or something?
You might have, because yeah, I guess I didn't get all that. Can you say that again?
I said I got to go with ZSJ. I can't pick against the local.
Okay. For me, it's a bit more of a toss-up, but I can certainly understand that logic. And yeah, we got ZSJ here and Ciampa, two different styles. I wonder how Ciampa, if he's kind of learned anything from his first encounter with ZSJ. And Zack already with a smirk on his face. They haven't even formally locked up yet. Oh, and Ciampa kind of leaving the ring. They didn't even have an exchange yet. And Ciampa, I don't know, maybe he's just feeling like, you know, do what you want. Screw this. Now Ciampa kind of cranking his neck. Gonna get back in the ring here.
Come on, Tommaso.
Yeah, Tommaso could really use this win. And now I thought he was going to shake Zack's hand. I don't think Zack was too interested in the sportsmanship.
Do
now
you think, though, that if Tommaso won this match, if it would even put him in the conversation for number 1 contendership for the Progress World title?
I mean, maybe there would be whispers, but a full-on conversational piece, I don't think so. Because you have to think about what has Tommaso Ciampa done outside of, one win over ZSJ, which is a big win, but I mean, look at the scramble here. Ciampa, though, impressive.
And it's not like ZSJ's ever even held the title, and he has had opportunity at it before, I believe.
Absolutely.
Didn't he have an opportunity at the world title when like Ligero was champion or Rampage or something like that back in the day?
I feel like when Havoc was champion, that's when ZSJ got a title opportunity. Because remember, Scurll was special guest referee for the match.
Good call.
Oh, Ciampa missed the knee. The evasiveness of ZSJ.
That exchange, though.
I will say, even though I've kind of contested the claim more and more recently that ZSJ is the best technical wrestler in the world, I will say that I think he's been one of the most innovative wrestlers in the genre, if you will, in the style that we've seen in some time. I think ZSJ has done for submission wrestling what Roderick Strong has done for the backbreaker. I mean, the moves this guy comes up with. I mean, even in his New Japan run, that maneuver orienteering with Napalm Death, what this guy can do with a human anatomy just defies human imagination, and Ciampa needs to be very wary of that fact.
Yep.
Ciampa now getting back in the ring. Not a bit tentative. He knows that he's working with a guy with a style completely antithetical to his own. Greco-Roman knuckle lock here. At least a half of one. And Ciampa there with the clapping. Just so amused by this. Oh, now bowing down to Zack Sabre, maybe even mocking the fans in a way that have always kind of revered Zack Sabre Jr. and really the British wrestling scene as a whole. From fans to personalities, there seems to be a bit of reverence when ZSJ rolls into town. I think Ciampa's just kind of throwing that back in their face. And again, Ciampa back in the ring. And again, we got a lock up here. ZSJ goes down to the knees. Front face lock here. Ciampa, nice escape. And notice how with the front face lock, I almost feel like he had the arm underneath the throat. I couldn't really tell with the camera when it pivoted away, but now ZSJ with the leg pick there. Oh, I was thinking maybe an STF, but Ciampa quick to get to the ropes. That's the thing, ZSJ. Currently, one half of the Rev Pro Tag Champions with Suzuki. I mean, my God, those two joining forces.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the benefits of a multicultural education.
I mean, we've seen little hints of it where they double team Toru Yano and just do dual submissions all across his body, and it's amazing.
And Ciampa now. Greco-Roman knuckle like here. ZSJ, though, with his lanky frame, able to bridge. I think ZSJ is such a unique body type for the technical wrestling style that I think he's able to do so much with it and really elevate it because of just how he can contort his body and everything else. I mean, he's an impressive specimen in his own right. And Ciampa knows that. But here's the thing about Ciampa, though. I keep saying what ZSJ can do. That there isn't anything that Ciampa won't do to a human anatomy to secure a win. And a man that lacks those kinds of moral scruples, I would be very, very wary of. But look at ZSJ there with that leg pick and now standing on the hand of Ciampa just in all one fluid motion.
I love that you said moral scruples.
Oh, and the stomp on the elbow there.
That was amazing.
And now Kimura here. Oh, could it be a gym break special here? And Ciampa quickly getting to the ropes.
Oh, wow.
Jim Breaks, of course, a British light heavyweight champion for, I believe, over 1,200 days. One of the great British wrestling figures that ZSJ, I guess, just greatly admired. And Ciampa shaking the arm out there. And again, looking a bit frustrated. Looking a bit like, what the hell?
Yeah, what the... Get in there, Ciampa. feel like Zack's gonna like let go of the rope and make it crotch Ciampa.
Yeah.
I'm sure Ciampa's at least a little bit, paranoid about that as well. So yeah, he even has his hand on the rope to make sure it doesn't happen. I love it. Oh, but then wow, he kicks ZSJ one time and ZSJ rolls. Oh God. Oh boy, here we go though. Ciampa taking it outside. We know what he likes to do out here. He's gonna set ZSJ up on a chair and do a running knee.
And that is going to really be the beginning of the devastation of Zack Sabre Jr. Suplex on the floor.
How about that for the beginning of the devastation? Jeez.
And that looks like an unforgiving wooden floor there. I mean, my God. How that must rack the back with pain. And Ciampa there just stomping on the face. Ciampa now coming back in the ring. And now that he's gotten a move like a suplex on a wooden floor at that, I mean, that has really got to set the tone that Ciampa wanted for this match. Because now ZSJ isn't really in a position to wear him down with his submission holds. Now ZSJ has to take more of a defensive posture just to stay in this thing. And, oh my God, Gourdbuster using the ropes. And we have said that those are like steel cables. So not only is the back racked with pain from the suplex earlier, but now the midsection just got draped across the top rope. And you got to imagine, partner, that it has become very laborious for Zack Sabre Jr. to breathe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, and now Ciampa bending the fingers. Oh, my God. Similarly to ZSJ himself and to his friend and occasional rival, Marty Scurll. And now Ciampa just stepping on the head. And now, front face lock. Oh, my God. Top rope again. And now is it going to be the knee? Oh, just a kick to the head. Man, Ciampa, I think, gets it. I mean, it is a dangerous and deranged strategy. But how can you even think about submissions when you're not even conscious or when you're barely conscious? He has been targeting the head of ZSJ viciously here. And now ZSJ may even be favoring the knee there with how he fell on the floor. And Ciampa just smothering him with viciousness here. And now, parting the sea of people. And now here comes the chop there. I think here comes what you were talking about earlier. Another chop. Is Ciampa going to wind up with that knee? Oh, look at this. He's using the fans. How poetic is this, given how he wants nothing to do with them now? But here, fans are holding on to ZSJ. ZSJ's probably like, wait a minute, I thought you were on my side. What the fuck?
Yeah, here comes Ciampa, though, with the knee.
And there, oh my God.
I don't know if he still does it at this point, but at least back in Ring of Honor, when he was primarily in ROH, he would do that like four corners. No, I guess he's not doing it more.
And cover here. No cover here. What is Ciampa thinking about?
Oh my God. He's just grabbing a rest hold. Okay.
I don't understand.
Stomp.
No, there's the stomp. I don't know, man. Ciampa's all over the place. He's a very erratic competitor, which I think is both a benefit and a detriment. Because when you're erratic, it's harder to game plan for somebody like that, Because they're not really, there's not like this static, systematized offense. Like he's going to
want to tell yourself, oh, they're not all there. But at the same time, they are definitely all there, and you just can't interpret what they're doing.
Oh, that kick there to the arm by Zack Sabre Jr. That could be the start of his comeback. German, no. Ciampa again, hulking the ropes. Ciampa's, but the kick there to the arm. That's the thing. You get a reprieve from one hold, but when your arms are out like that, it does leave them vulnerable to strikes, and ZSJ knew that. Plus, going after the arms, it does soften up Ciampa for the Jim Breaks armbar. Oh, and now stepping on the head of Ciampa and bending the fingers back. Turnabout is fair play here. Oh, and now stepping on the forearm, and now, oh dear, oh my God, stomps right on the arm. And Ciampa, if he only has one arm, I doubt he could hold the Project Ciampa in place to deliver it. Hammerlock over the rope. And another stomp there. Can you imagine the agony that Ciampa must be in right now?
A lot of it?
Yeah, suffice it to say, partner. And now, Zack's got Ciampa by the wrist. Sits him on the chair. And now he's going to ask the fans, or no, maybe not. Oh, my God. Pushing Ciampa up against the fans. Now, one female fan's getting a lot of Ciampa. She seemed to be having a giggle fit over it. And now, oh, the arm on the floor. And again, another stomp. I'll tell you, ZSJ is normally vicious, but I think he's putting a little bit of stank on it because of how Ciampa's treated him this entire bout. And Ciampa's probably thinking, what the hell? How did I get here? Ciampa now back in the ring. Zack Sabre Jr.'s got to be thinking, you know, what else? What else am I going to have to do to Tommaso Ciampa to win this match? Got the arm again. Oh, Ciampa trying to get out of it. Ringing the arm. Is that? Oh, what a forearm there, though, by Ciampa. But Zack again. And another forearm there by Ciampa.
Well, Zack, come on, man.
Oh
my God. Yeah, that was vicious. Oh, but there's the move from Ciampa. Slides under. Oh, misses the lariat. ZSJ? No. Ciampa flatliner from the top rope. Rope hung flatliner.
Beautifully done there by Ciampa. And that's a move that'll allow you to create the necessary separation to maybe recuperate some before you resume whatever your offense was going to be.
Yep.
Ciampa needs to get some feeling back in that arm because I guarantee you ZSJ's taking away most of it. ZSJ now, his body half in, half out. He's laying, he's sprawled on the apron, so he's not completely like on the floor so that a count out can't be initiated. And Ciampa here. You can even see like he's rolling up that elbow pad. An even bigger elbow pad to envelop his smaller one. Like that's just the pain that he's in. And now Ciampa. He's got ZSJ by the hair here. Chop. Oh my God. And now another chop there. And now head to head. Oh, and another chop. Grabbing ZSJ by the hair.
Duplex him into the ring. Oh, Zack lands on his feet, though.
O'Connor roll.
Ciampa hangs on, though. Ciampa has him up. Fireman's carry.
Oh, air raid crash. 2. Kick out there by Zack. That might have been a huge maneuver, though, for Ciampa to get his first win here in Progress. He's only further wearing down the dickhead hunter, Zack Sabre Jr. And now again, trying to get feeling back in that bad arm is Ciampa. As the technical wizard here in Zack Sabre Jr. trying to figure out where the hell he is.
Oh,
could it be Project Ciampa?
Or Project Ciampa?
I think he's thinking Project Ciampa.
Oh, but Zack with the guillotine reversal.
Oh, and again going back to that arm. The Kimura.
Oh, yeah. He had the guillotine and transitioned right into the Kimura, and that is sunk in deep.
And oh, look at how he sandwiched his face between the bottom and middle turnbuckle and then just drove the face up into the middle turnbuckle to make the break to Ciampa. Beautiful counter. And look at this. Almost sitting with Zack Sabre Jr. like he would with Gargano. And he's just staring at him here.
Son of a bitch.
Oh, look at how Ciampa's looking at Zack Sabre Jr.
Like he's a piece of meat.
Absolutely.
You sound like you're getting into this, John.
I mean, it's just the low chops here. I mean, you could really see the malice coming out of Ciampa. Knee there to Zack Sabre Jr. Jesus Christ.
Good Lord.
And now Zack with his body half in, half out of the ring, the head draped over. And Ciampa just shaking his head like, no, he's not done yet.
He's not going to do another one, is he?
He can do whatever the hell he wants. Oh, just spit there on Zack. Zack, though, coming up. Uppercut. Uppercut again.
Oh, my God.
Moved there by Ciampa. And now making the ascent here is Ciampa.
What the hell is he thinking?
I have no idea. It could be an avalanche air raid crash.
Yep.
Oh, Zack slides out. Kick.
Oh, takes him out by the foot.
Yeah, kick to the back of the leg there. And you see Ciampa kind of favoring the ankle and knee as if the arm wasn't in bad enough shape. Now he's got to tend to this. And Zack Sabre Jr. might have created for himself another bullseye with which to target.
Can I just say, I'm really glad Ciampa's back and healthy right now.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Dude, he's dealt with so many injuries throughout his career.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think about.
I mean, I know he just had the really bad torn ACL just recently, but even going back to Ring of Honor, he's always had problems with those knees.
Oh, and now Zack just cranking on it there. Oh, my God, the drop kick.
He's going to hit another one. Yeah, oh.
And now again. Oh, my God, 3 drop kicks to that isolated knee. And that's the vicious streak of Zack Sabre Jr.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, it's ironic that some of ZSJ's biggest wins in New Japan were against Tanahashi because, like Tanahashi, I think ZSJ loves bullying people in that ring.
Yeah.
And his technical and submission acumen is most adept at the task of bullying people. And now look at him driving the knee into the canvas.
Oh, my God. I just feel like I have to channel that random WWE fan when El Torito was in a ring. Go back to hell, you evil motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely. That's where Zack...
It applies to both of these guys. ZSJ's an evil son of a bitch with shit that he's doing like this. And we already know Ciampa is right now in current day.
Absolutely.
Evil son of a bitch.
And now, kicking Zack in the face with the free leg. And again, another kick with the free leg. Third kick with the free leg. Kick Zack Sabre Jr. off, but PK there by ZSJ.
Woof.
Oh, that was a deep cover, but still a kick out there by Ciampa. Man, oh man. And ZSJ wonder now what the hell does he have to do? I mean, these guys have been killing each other, and neither man really seems wants to give up the win. Now Zack recovering here, trying to think of what to do next.
I mean, are you even rooting for either of these guys in particular? Or
I'm just enjoying that these two men are killing each other.
Yeah.
Kicks to the arm here.
Early on, I thought I would be cheering for Ciampa, but I've really grown to feel myself cheering for both when either is on offense. It's like whoever is, dishing out the violence, that's who I'm rooting for. I feel like one of the believers in the temple right now.
I know, right? It's impossible not to when you see this carnage in the ring. I mean, Ciampa just scored that knee on ZSJ. That could have ended it, but Zack Sabre Jr., he also has more to give. And now he goes on his stomach to avoid another pin attempt. And Ciampa now. I guess surveying the situation. And ZSJ kind of crawling, kind of resuming that vertical base or trying to. Oh, the strike there by Ciampa. Oh, and ZSJ flipping him off, but Ciampa spin at him. This match has really gotten personal here. Another knee there. Oh, could this be Project Ciampa? And no. Oh, is it going to be a triangle?
Oh my God, Zach. What even are you? Oh, into the cross arm breaker. No.
Oh, Ciampa.
Sorry, I forgot. Article 50, right?
Absolutely. And now could it be the foot? No.
Ciampa going for a crucifix. He's wanting the Jim Breaks armbar of his own.
And I think he's almost got it.
Oh,
I think he does have it. Oh, but Zack there got his foot on the ropes. Hey, kudos to Ciampa. Kudos to Ciampa for wanting to play Zack Sabre Jr.'s game there.
Yeah, and almost succeeding too.
Yeah, that's the scary thing. If I'm Zack, I'm a bit taken aback by that development. I'm like, what the hell? That's the second time in this match that Ciampa's tried going for Project Ciampa, and it's been countered. So you just got to wonder, where does that leave Tommaso? I mean, does he go for it a third time? Is third time really the charm for the Psycho Killer, or does he, adapt? And now Ciampa slowly getting to his feet. Forearm there to the face. Another right hand there to the face.
Damn, Ciampa. Oh my God. I feel like ZSJ just headbutted Ciampa in the dick.
On a chop there by Ciampa. And back and forth these two go. ZSJ up again. Another chop there to ZSJ. Both these men look absolutely exhausted. And Zack not wanting to give it up. I think the ref just asked him, Zack, have you had enough? Zack saying no. And a slap there to Ciampa. Open palm strike. Oh, and Ciampa returns. God. Oh, my God. I thought Zack was going to go down on his feet.
I don't think even Suzuki throws slaps that hard. Jesus Christ, Ciampa.
The ferocity of that strike.
Oh, God. He's going to come back with another one, isn't he?
Oh my God. Down to the knees, but Zack meets him there, and a slap there by Zack.
Manning up and toughing this out. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, and I went for the kick.
On it. Oh, they got to take it 50.
And Ciampa.
He's right there, though. Oh, my God. Look at Ciampa. He's going to do Project Ciampa out of this position.
I don't know if that's wise, Kenny. He does.
Yeah, that's going to be it, I bet. They are right there at the ropes, though. Maybe not.
They're close to the ropes.
Oh, and he hurt his own knee.
Yeah, remember, ZSJ did target those knees earlier, even with 3 isolated drop kicks in the corner. So delivering that maneuver, I first wondered if he could even get it because of the bad arm. Now it's definitely a question of even being able to capitalize off of the maneuver with the bad knee. And Ciampa's answered that question with a definitive, yeah, I can't capitalize on it because I'm in excruciating pain. I mean, these guys, I think somewhere along the way, they forgot about actually winning a match, and they said, you know what? Let me see if my repertoire is enough to dissect and utterly destroy and decimate a human anatomy. And I think these two might even cancel each other out if this goes on much longer here. And Ciampa now scrambling. Back in the ring. He's all over the place. ZSJ recovering on the opposite side. And now they're staring each other down. Who is going to give first? Who is going to collapse first? And Ciampa, now the handshake. It's not often you see a handshake that late in the match. And now this forearm exchange between these two. This is a very, very weird relationship that's developed in between these ropes tonight. Oh, and a kick to the arm again. Another kick to the arm. Zack there, another kick. Now the kicks to the thighs. Oh, Ciampa ducks.
Roundhouse there. Oh, but
what a counter.
No. Look at Ciampa. Oh, my God, Ciampa.
What an exchange.
He was going for that bridging prawn hold.
Oh, is it going to be?
There it's going to be. Oh, there's your, what's that? Call it, John. What was that move?
O'Connor. Oh, wait, no counter. Oh, Ciampa got it. Holy shit.
Wow.
I guess Ciampa did get his win back. And Ciampa can't even believe that he won. Oh my God.
Wow.
What a final sequence that was. And he's hugging the referee. Ciampa's so happy. He's hugging the referee. My God.
That was great. I love the referee's reaction too. Like holding his hands up like he's being held up at gunpoint or something.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of referees do that when female performers hug them, and it always comes off as like them being like, "Oh, I'm not touching anything, guys. Don't give me some kind of sexual harassment lawsuit." But now Ciampa does it, and he does the exact same reaction. It's like, oh, okay, that's just their natural reaction to being hugged.
And Ciampa. I guess they feel like that if they did reciprocate the embrace, then whispers of collusion would start, and they want to show, look, I was impartial throughout this whole thing, even after rendering the 3 count. And there's the arm raise there. Ciampa finally wins a match here in Progress.
And Tommaso. That was a hell of a match. That was a long match. God damn. How long was that? Like 20 minutes?
Yeah, those guys got fucking time. Which they were all the better for. Oh, Ciampa's going to cut a promo here.
Oh, yeah. Again, can't understand a word. Too much echoing going on.
He said, without a shadow of a doubt, you are the best fucking wrestler alive today.
Oh, wow.
Again, man, Zack's really earned that reputation over the years. And the crazy thing is, he's only like, I want to say Zack Sabre Jr. is still 30, but he might have turned 31 recently. Let me look real quick.
I got you, brother. He's 30.
Yeah.
He'll be 31 in less than 2 weeks.
Yeah, so like, he's pretty much late 30, as late as can get. He's going to be 31. And like, already he's earned that kind of rep. But Ciampa there getting the win. And now Ciampa going to soak it in a bit longer. I can't say I blame him. He's been waiting for this moment.
Yeah, so this show happened in 2015. I wonder if Ciampa got injured in the match. I'm actually going to look at his match history to see if there's like a long gap after this show.
Right.
It was June 12th, 2015. No, he actually had another match for Chikara the next day.
Nice.
So that knee injury was, just him being an amazing seller, which shouldn't surprise anyone.
I wonder if him and Zack are ever going to have a rubber match down the road. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, that's for sure.
As we move on now to our tag team matchup.
Yeah, they do end up having a rubber match down the line, but it's not for a little while. It's not one that we're going to be able to live react to this summer. If we do live react to it, it'll be during the fall, like in October.
Oh, wow. Well, damn, they really know how to milk it.
It's 2 out of 3 falls.
Oh, wow. They really know how to milk it. Shit. Oh, we got Sumerian Death Squad versus the London Riots upcoming. Again, partner, I posed to you the question, who you got in this one?
This is a tough one, man. This is a really tough one for me. Oh God, is it for the titles? Do we know?
No, because the Origin are the tag team champions. So.
Oh shit, that's right. Well, you know what though? If it's not, if the titles aren't, I'm gonna go with the London Riots then.
I'm gonna go with the Sumerian Dead Squad only because they just came off of their Progress tag title reign and they seem fucking hot at the London Riots for whatever reason. So.
Well, I mean, you know why? Because one of the London Riots was swinging at one of the members of the Origin with that like billy club with that like paddle that they use, that wooden paddle, and missed and hit, I believe, Michael Dante in the back and cost them the match.
Right.
Remember that?
Yeah. So I guess in a roundabout way, they blame the London Riots for them losing the Progress tag titles.
Yep. There's that wooden club that I was talking about, the wooden paddle.
Yeah, I have to imagine, especially because the Origin won the 6-man tonight, that, could have re-entered FSU into the conversation. That, this matchup may serve as a de facto #1 contendership match. whoever wins this, you have to imagine maybe in chapter 25 or 26 or somewhere around there, would get a Progress Tag Team Championship match against the Origin. And Sumerian Death Squad, who, I mean, I got to be honest, you know, I think in standard tag team matches, nobody could have beaten the Sumerian Death Squad 2-on-2. You know, you needed that extra element, which I think the London Riots proved to be. And that's how the Origin, you know, to your earlier point, were able to capitalize, because I think these two men as a unit are damn near unstoppable. And that's why I'll be very curious how the London Riots, you know, respond to this, because there is no Origin to worry about tonight. You know, and this isn't the first time that things have gotten heated with Sumerian Death Squad and the London Riots. So we're finally going to settle it here. And Dante kind of looking on. Tommy End would just love to roundhouse kick a head off its shoulders tonight.
Yeah. He's still rocking that anti-hero vest that he's got. God, I almost, not quite, but almost feel bad for the London Riots, because they really are getting dragged into this, you know, without really wanting to fight these guys.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the London Riots, I mean, they came back with a new attitude, a new perspective on Progress and its fans. And, I mean, I got to be honest. I'm not saying it was a new perspective for the worse, you know, but it has been a bit rough for these guys. I mean, this was a team that when they first came in, the Progress Tag titles, whenever they were going to be introduced, seemed like an inevitability. And then they were introduced. And the London Riots, I mean, it took them a bit longer than we expected for them to get their shot. And then they finally do get their shot against the inaugural champions, you know, Team FSU, Mark Andrews and Eddie Dennis, and they lose. That was their first loss as a team in Progress. And, you know, then, you know, they get fired because, you know, regression was like Jimmy Havoc's the priority. And then they come back. They get a title shot in a triple threat tag matchup. And, you know, they fail in that bit as well. So I think this win, or this match, I should say, and winning this match is of immense importance to the London Riots. Not just because, as I stated earlier, it may very well serve as a de facto #1 contendership match, but on a psychological level, just to convince themselves, just to remind themselves and the fans, we are one of the most capable tag teams on the planet, because given the business is predicated on a whole "what have you done for me lately" mindset, I think it'd be very easy for fans to forget how effective and how dangerous the London Riots are.
Yeah.
Dante getting up in the face of James Davis, and Tommy End being shoved there by Davis. Wow. And Davis and Dante, and Davis again shoving End, and Davis and Dante still jacking jaws with each other. And now Lynch getting up in Dante's face, and Lynch there now shoving. In fact, I think I got my wires crossed there. I think that was Lynch that was bad-mouthing the whole time. Oh, there's a forearm there. And Davis and End going at it. Now Dante's going to pair off with Lynch. Shoulder block there. Oh, Lynch ducks. Back suplex.
Damn, Lynch.
And now Rob Lynch here. Firing up, or at least trying to. What's he thinking about?
What the hell's wrong with Dante here?
Dante, I guess, was a bit stunned from the back suplex. There's the knee.
Oh.
Shoots him off the ropes. Dante, though, going to reverse.
Yeah.
Lariat there.
Damn, Lynch.
Well, Lynch, I'll tell. Oh, double boost there by Davis.
Davis and End are just kicking each other in the face. End checks the lariat. Back elbow. Kick to the thigh. Misses another kick. Forearm from Davis. And now Davis off the ropes. End goes low. Davis with a tope suicida to Dante, but he gets caught and kicked in the face. Rob Lynch with a tope suicida to Dante, though, and that worked. And here comes Tommy End. Tope Coney low.
Beautifully done there by End.
Wow, what a sequence that was.
Absolutely. And Tommy End here. He knows. He knows what the Sumerian Death Squad's capable of. I mean, again, these guys ended the Origin's first run with the titles. And I feel like once Tommy End has a goal, There are few people in this industry that can stop him. And his goal seems to be tonight the destruction of the London Riots. There's another boot there. Here comes Dante. James Davis getting double teamed here. Oh my! On the apron.
Jesus.
And I'll tell you, have you ever seen any team hand it to the London Riots like the Sumerian Death Squad are handing it to them right now? This is unbelievable.
Oh, God. Tommy End's going for the top rope stomp already.
Hey, I thought he was going to get it. Davis moved out of the way. Kick to the midsection. Off the ropes.
Oh, Tommy End leapfrog again. Dante goes for the hip toss and End with the kick right to the thigh. 1, 2, no.
And Rob Lynch there on the apron. I love, though, that these two, they worked together and then Dante quickly got back on the apron, in accordance with tag team rules. And now Davis is facing the top turnbuckle. Dante gets tagged back in. I hear the stomps here. And now choking Davis with the boot. Snapmare takeover. Hooks the leg. Kick out by Davis. Dante there with the stomp. Now he's got Davis. Drives his head into the turnbuckle. Tag in there to End. Boot. Shoots him off the ropes.
Back elbow.
Another elbow there. My God. 2.
Nope, not even. Getting in Lynch's face. Damn.
Yeah, Rob Lynch here.
I feel like Tommy End's beard was out of control at this point, and he's trimmed it quite a lot from then.
Absolutely. I guess
feel like he has way less of a beard nowadays than he had in this show.
And now tag in there to Dante. And Tommy End and Dante just picking apart the London Riots here. And now Dante grounding James Davis. And while James Davis is being grounded, I'll tell Mets very quickly. Haskins beat Bubblegum. Ashton Smith beat Ashmore in our second bout. The Origin beat FSU and Jack Gallagher. Tommaso Ciampa got his win back over Zack Sabre Jr. And that's essentially it thus far. As now, Dante here still in control. These guys have just imposed their will unchallenged upon the London Riots, Ashton. This is unbelievable. Tag here to End again. Oh,
what
my
boot
God.
By End.
Boot to the face. Forearm.
Lynch is definitely winning this forearm battle, and there's the knee to the gut. Now, suplex position, but End lands on his feet.
Standing switch.
Sends End into the corner, but he elbows Lynch, sends him into the other corner. No tag I didn't see. I didn't see a tag made, but End still got the boot up. Oh, but there Lynch got his boot up into the midsection. End with the forearm. Davis forearm, End forearm, Davis, End, Davis, End, Davis, End. Back. No, not back and forth anymore. Davis dominating. And the discus forearm. Oh, got the boot up, but now End with the foot and the boot to the face. Jesus, John, look at this.
The straw, what a lariat by Davis to end the exchange.
Ooh-wee.
That exchange was rapid fire, let me tell you.
Diggity damn.
And now Dante looking at his partner. He would love a tag, as would Lynch. And now what are these two teams going to do here? And Dante. I don't know, End here. Is he even going to make a tag? I think he is. He's facing his corner. No, he's going to stop Davis first. Davis still going to kick End off. There's the tag to Lynch. End still illegal, surprisingly. I thought Dante would have taken the tag. Drop kick there.
Drop kick.
This might really be beneficial to the London Riots. There's the lariat in the corner there by Lynch.
Oh, now where's he going? Oh, he's going to do a cannonball.
Cannonball to Dante.
Lands on his feet. Look at the big man.
Yeah, Lynch putting in the work tonight, baby. I think he's tired.
Who the biggest man in this match is, whether it's Dante or if it's Lynch. It's got to be close, right?
I would imagine so. Oh, and Dante
There's
coming in to
Dante.
help his partner.
But to be fair, Dante's got that like Lars Sullivan build, so he's probably bigger than Lynch.
Oh, and Lynch there got the boot up. Endo. Oh, drop kick there.
A middle rope drop kick from Lynch. You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, and now Lynch belly to
belly.
belly.
He suplexes End onto Dante. What a sequence by Rob Lynch. Oh, and there. Oh, there's the suplex by James Davis. 2. Oh.
James Davis was a second late there, and Dante broke up the count anyway. Oh, and Dante getting thrown out of the ring. London Riots looking to end this here. You know they like to do that vault into a spear combo. Oh, wait a minute. This I don't think is the beginnings of that. Is this going to be a double team superplex? Oh,
that's what it's looking like for sure.
And
surprised we're not seeing Dante here. Oh shit! That's not good for Davis or for Lynch. I mean, Davis just got knocked off, and now here comes Dante. Oh no! Look at this.
And
oh my god, the Meteora! Oh, and now End has Lynch in a waist lock. Lynch trying to fight out, but there's the or the roundhouse kick to the back with the lariat from Dante. Now Lynch into the turnbuckles, sends Dante over the top, elbow to Dante, boot up for End. Lynch again being able to handle this 2-on-1, but there is the combination knee from End, spear from Dante. And now Lynch, I think Lynch has a guillotine on Michael Dante. James Davis trying to prevent Tommy End from getting to the top rope, but it's not going to work. And with the moonsault out to Davis, but again, look at Lynch here. Lynch still has Dante in this guillotine. Oh, and there's the double stomp to Lynch. And now Dante suplexing. Oh, no, that was like a last shot by Adam Cole. The vertical suplex lifted into the neck breaker over the knee. James Davis broke up the pin, though.
James Davis going to the other side of the ring.
Oh, and sends Dante outside.
So now we're back to Lynch versus End.
Davis with the senton on Dante. Wow.
What a tag team match. It's a very physical tag team match.
Yeah.
Whereas our 6-man tag, because the Origin likes to slow things down and bring a more fundamental style, I mean, this is completely contrary to that. This has been very in your face. Oh, the gun out. I think he's got a bullet with Lynch's name on it. And is he going to fire it? I'm still waiting here, and so's Lynch just staggering his own spaghetti legs here. There's the shot. Oh, took too long, I think.
Lynch got to end up on his shoulders.
There's the boot. Oh,
boot from Davis. I don't even know what to call that, man. It was like a spinning spine buster out of a fireman's carry. And now Davis with the air raid crash. Lynch going for the pin. 1, 2. Dante breaks it up.
Just coming in. You saw him even struggle a little bit to get back in the ring. Just able to get that sledge to break it up. Man, the defense from these tag teams. Tag again to Davis. Front face lock. Off the opposite corner. Oh, boot up there by End. Elbow there by End. Sent it
in for the knee, but got sent right into a Lynch forearm there.
Spear.
Yep.
Oh, but
no, look at Dante. Dante broke it up. Oh, and there's the reverse roundhouse from End.
Oh, is this going to be that? No, not yet. Davis countered. Knee.
Oh, my God.
Davis
again, Davis.
Oh, my God.
Discus knee there.
Oh, power slam.
God, and the vertical suplex lift into the power slam. 1. What the hell?
Wait, what? What is it? What?
They got a 1 count, and then End just stood up.
What the hell is this? Wait, what are they? I don't understand what's happening here. I think End's saying the match isn't over yet. I mean, they could have won it right here. What the hell is this? Oh, picking him up. What are they? Power bomb. I mean, I like Sumerian Death Squad. I like them a lot, actually. I think they're one of my favorite teams. And look at Jim. So Jim Smallman does not want to fuck with this. Jim Smallman's like, you guys do what you want. Oh, my God. Lynch into the ring post. What has been unleashed in Sumerian Death Squad? And the thing is, you can't even necessarily... Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute here. I was even just getting ready to say you can't... I was even getting ready to say you can't necessarily DQ these guys. They haven't done anything illegal.
Yet.
And RJ Singh was... Oh, my God.
RJ. He got what he deserved.
Wow. I didn't expect that from you. I'm impressed. And Singh being checked on by Progress officials.
I'm sorry, but you retired from in-ring action. Don't insert yourself into other people's business.
Oh, dear God. No. Oh, my God.
There's the DQ.
Well, I mean, Ashton, I got to ask you this. I know you don't have the same qualm with the London Riots that you do with RJ Singh. I mean, what do you think about this attitude from the Sumerian Death Squad?
I'm actually really shocked by it. I don't know where this came from. Like, I know that they were frustrated that the London Riots basically did cost them their tag titles, but I didn't expect it to go this far.
I mean, London Riots, I talked about how important this match was and to get the win. I can tell you this wasn't the kind of win that they wanted.
You know what, though? That is true. They did technically win the match with the disqualification.
They don't look like winners, though. I mean, if I was to turn this program on, and there you see dazzling Daryl Allen comforting his friend there. God, Allen, you haven't been on the program in forever either. You're both useless.
You're so right.
And now Lynch checking on Davis there. And what a world we live in where the London Riots have been utterly decimated when there was a time that they would do the decimating. There was a time that the old London Riots probably would have approved of what the Sumerian Death Squad did because they would probably have done it first. And James Davis there laid out. He has not responded. And the crazy thing is, like, Sumerian Death Squad had the win. Most DQs that you see, because you and I have been watching wrestling for, like, so many years combined, so many DQs you see come when you know you're going to lose the match. When the tide is turned and you can't turn it back and you just decide to take matters into your own hands and kind of lose on your own terms in a way. But, I mean, that isn't what happened here. I mean, Sumerian Death Squad, very clearly, all due respect to the London Riots, they very clearly had the match won. And they threw it away to prove a point that I still don't even understand. And now Lynch helping Davis there. What a matchup. I mean, honestly, I think this is one of my favorite matches tonight. I mean, it was a very physical tag team matchup with great defense on both sides. But the way it ended, Sumerian Death Squad just throwing it all away. Just to maim the London Riots. I mean, this rivalry certainly isn't over, folks. But we have got 2 matches left here. We've got Scurll versus Rampage Brown upcoming. Can Scurll keep pace with Mark Haskins and a 3-match win streak against Rampage Brown, who is a former Progress champion? And then, of course, our main event, Will Ospreay versus Flash Morgan Webster versus Zack Gibson for the Progress World Championship. That is going to be a barn burner. I can't freaking wait for that. You see the London Riots. Lynch helping Davis to the back. That was crazy, partner. So what do you think about our upcoming bout here, Scurll versus Rampage? Who do you got for that one? Rampage is so hard to bet against.
I got to go with the momentum, man. I got to go with the momentum of Scurll. He has been on an absolute roll lately. I can't pick against that. And honestly, this might as well be a #1 contenders match. So I really do think Scurll needs to be at the front of the line for a shot at Will Ospreay, assuming Ospreay walks away from tonight with the world title.
Yeah, I mean, the last thing I would want to do is encourage the champion to have a divided house internally, a divided mind, thinking about his own title defense and future contenders. But I would be paying very close attention to this match because I really do think, to your point, that a #1 contender is going to emerge from it. Oh, man. I am very excited for this match, though, because you want to talk about, I mean, in a way, it's kind of similar to Haskins and Brown. And Brown won those matches because it's just such a contrast, but also the size and weight differential has to be significant.
Oh, yeah.
Scurll making his way. But here's the thing, though, and Haskins was more devious, when he faced Rampage, but nobody is as devious as Marty Scurll, man that prides himself on being, I mean, look at that look on his face. If you saw a man with that look on his face anywhere, would you want to even talk to him? I'd be taking a few steps back and being like, yeah, just going back to my social circle where it's safe. This dude is a freak. Love him, though. I just imagine him taking that umbrella and just beating the shit out of Mary Poppins. Like, this is how you're supposed to use an umbrella, Mary. And Scurll just basking in his own superiority. But here's the thing, though, Ashton. Of all the competition that Scurll has faced thus far, I mean, because he's beaten Ciampa, and Ciampa's no slouch. I mean, he beat ZSJ tonight. Before that, Chris Travis. We've already talked about Chris Travis multiple times, so I won't linger on that any more than I have to. But I don't know if any challenger is going to be tougher for Scurll so far than Rampage Brown. I mean, he
would also lose to Chris Travis. Let's not forget that.
That is true.
But he also hasn't lost since then.
Yeah, because let's see. He beat Ciampa, but who did he beat before that? I'm trying to remember. Oh, yeah, Flash Morgan Webster. He beat Flash Morgan Webster. In fact, that was Flash's first loss, and it began his downward spiral when he lost the following chapter to Zack Gibson, even though that loss was controversial because even though Zack Gibson had Shankly Gates, Flash got his foot underneath the rope that the referee didn't see, and then when Zack corrected, Flash had no choice but to tap out. But yeah, so Marty has beaten Flash, Ciampa, both exemplary competitors in their own right. But I think the toughest challenge, honestly, is going to be Rampage Brown here. I mean, what do you think?
Yeah, he's definitely up against a real challenge here, and I would definitely agree that this is going to be his toughest challenge since the loss to Chris Travis.
Absolutely. And I mean, think about what this match means to Rampage Brown, Ashton, because the last time, if I remember correctly, that we saw Rampage, actually, no. Was his match with Walter before or after the tag match he had with Lord Jonathan Windsor? I want to say after.
Oh, man, that's a really good question. Let me look it up. I'm going to look it up.
You look it up, because I was going to make the point that if the tag match is the most recent match he's had, I mean, Rampage Brown has probably been chomping at the bit for real competition. But I do think he faced Walter after that tag match.
Yep. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, the tag match with Windsor was chapter 22, and then his win over Walter was on chapter 23.
All right. Well, either way, I will make the point, even though I can't make that point because that's demonstrably false. I do think Rampage is always happier to be in high-profile singles matches, and I would say this is a high-profile singles match because, look, Rampage has been closer than anybody, I think, to becoming the first ever two-time Progress champion, and he doesn't want to slow that momentum down. If anything, he wants to speed it up. He wants to get back in the hunt. And Scurll charging with an uppercut. He knows the gravity of the threat that he's in the ring with. You're there, front face lock. Tornado. No. Drop kick by Rampage.
Jesus, Rampage. Oh, man. Someone of that size throwing that perfect of a drop kick is crazy. Oh, and Scurll drops down, sends Rampage to the outside. We're about to get a tope. Lope. Oh, but he got caught.
My God.
He got caught by Rampage. Now Rampage wants a running power slam, but Marty with the eye rake.
Given the mass and everything.
Why would you do that, Marty?
Marty might have just put his win streak in severe jeopardy, and it hasn't even been a full 5 minutes in this contest.
I gotta tell you, that chopping someone against the ring post is the worst risk-reward ratio I've ever seen. Because if you hit them, how much more damage does that really do to them than if you just chop them while they're not up against anything? And if you miss them, it's devastating.
See, and for me, it's more about the... Wait a minute here. I'll finish my point after this. I think Rampage is getting ready to do something big. Shoulder block. Okay. But to my point, I think it's even more so like how you lay the person up against the ring post. Like if it was just their head that was isolated and you were going to boot it or even like chop it or whatever, that I understand because you might potentially concuss somebody. But when it's the back leaning up against the post, like really, what damage does that even do? And then you risk breaking your freaking hand, to your point.
I know, but that's what I mean, though. Like, even if it is the head, it's not worth risking your hand. Like, a boot, I get. A boot makes sense. Because if you miss, your foot hitting the ring post doesn't really hurt. But when you're swinging your hand full force, no, don't do that.
Oh, now the back body drop there by Rampage.
God, that's just like, that hurts my teeth. And that doesn't even make sense.
Oh, that could be a crucial mistake there for Scurll to capitalize on the shoulder, hitting the ring post cover. Heck yeah. A bad shoulder may make him, Rampage, more vulnerable for the chicken wing, and I think Marty knows this. And he's going to step on the arm from a higher angle. Oh, my God. Higher elevation there, the stomp. And then the drop kick to the head. I will say this. I love Mark Haskins to death, but I think Marty's employing a superior strategy to when Haskins faced Brown personally. And now, chop there. Man, you got to imagine Mark Haskins is paying attention to this match. You got to imagine Will Ospreay's paying attention to this match. Because I'm looking at the guys with the win streaks. You know what I mean? Especially those, the quality. And look at that by Marty. Great hammerlock there. That was some old school shit by Scurll just there. That was something you'd see out of like Luthez versus Gagne.
Yeah.
Rampage here, that arm isolated. Yeah, you have to give him credit, partner. I know we kind of dogpiled on Marty for his mistake. Hammerlock into the ring post, isolating there. Everybody's learning from Zack Gibson. What a gem that man is. As Rampage now rolling out of the ring.
I'm sure Zack Gibson was the first guy to really prioritize the hammerlock and using it to destroy the shoulder joint.
Of course.
Yeah.
Now,
First ever.
Front face lock there to Rampage. But on a more serious note, partner, I know we dogpiled. Oh, over the rope arm breaker. I know we dogpiled Marty over chopping the ring post. But you have to admit, since then, his strategy has been nothing short of ingenious. And now, oh, God, another hammerlock isolation. Oh, into the ring post again. God, Marty.
When's Marty going to join the Origin, right?
I know, right? God.
Now blowing snot rockets at the crowd. Jeez, Marty.
Why are so many wrestlers so good today? Like, I love so many people. It's beautiful, but also frustrating. Because it's like, oh, this guy's my favorite, but then this guy reminds me like why he's so fucking good. And then this woman will come along like Ginny, and I'll be like, where have you been all my life? And then Kyra will be like, but what about me? And then I'm like, oh my God, I'm such a piece of shit. I'm so sorry. Cover here by Marty. Just to give you all.
If there ever was a hole in your heart left behind by somebody that you used to love, it sure as hell has been filled. If not by that one guy, certainly by plenty of other people.
I mean, it's a beautiful time to be a wrestling fan in my mind, and I've said that over and over. And you see Marty here. I mean, it may not be a great time to be a wrestler if you're Rampage Brown. Oh, the hand getting
and it may not be a great time to be a WWE fan.
Yeah.
If that's all you care about, you're probably miserable right now.
And Marty there taking a bow and now mocking the geriatrics of the past as he goes back after Rampage Brown here. Isolating, hyperextending that arm, now working the wrist. Forearm to the face. Rampage, though, has that raw power, Ashton, that you can never really underestimate. Another forearm to the face. Oh, and the finger break there. Oh, wait a minute here. Rampage. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, the lariat.
Jesus.
You just knew when the expression changed. I wish Marty would have seen it earlier because, man, you just, oh, God. Oh, God. What a power bomb. Kick out by Scurll. Scurll changing his attitude, his approach. It may yield him a Progress title match. Throat slit there by Rampage. And Rampage, though, with the one arm, can he even hit the pile driver? Oh, Marty ducks down. What a counter. Victory roll. And victory it does not reap. Elbow there by Rampage. Middle rope. Uppercut, though, by Scurll. And Rampage goes down to the floor. Marty has been on point tonight. Is it going to be a super kick to the head? It is. Oh, but Rampage, and again.
And now
Again.
Marty is out there with him, but throws him right back into the ring. What do you think Marty's setting up for here, brother?
Another uppercut. It's another uppercut right here. He got it.
Yep.
And I hate, oh, wait. Kick out here. I hate to be patronizing here, partner, but I really think if Haskins is ever in the ring with Rampage again, he should be taking notes from Marty Scurll. Because, I mean, his game plan, he has been executing it to perfection right now. And Rampage is working with one arm. He's stunned to hell. And now could it be, say it with me, chicken wing? Oh, but Rampage, that just raw animalistic power. Kick to the gut there. Is it going to be a DDT? No. Again, the arm wringer. Oh, Scurll might be thinking another uppercut, though. I don't agree with this. Double A spine buster. Great rotation. Great snap on that, even with the one arm. Goes into the cover here, too. Scurll kicks out. The ref's hand was right there. You could even see he kind of stared at the hand for a moment. That hand was close. Scurll keeping his streak alive for the moment. And you know Scurll and Ospreay have faced each other so many times. Can you imagine the match they would have for the Progress World title? And, oh, another shot there by Rampage. Open palm strike there by Scurll. Strike there by Rampage. Scurll retorts. Strike again by Rampage. Scurll not quitting. Neither man giving in here. They know the stakes. Another shot by Rampage.
Goodness. Oh, and there's the forearm from Marty.
These two men can taste a Progress Championship match. I mean, the taste may be getting knocked out of their mouth at this point with all these forearms being exchanged. They know.
If Marty is kind of regretting losing the weight that he used to have when he was Party Marty.
I don't think so, because there's no substitute.
Stopping power would allow him to go more toe-to-toe with Rampage.
Oh, there's the elbow. Look at that. Almost like a jumping elbow. But look at Scurll's positioning. Careful, Rampage. I told you. And see, Ashton, I'm going to have to say no to your question. Oh, what a boot.
Wow.
I'm still, even after that boot taking Marty's face off, going to have to say no to your question, because weight is no substitute for shrewdness. You can't put a price on cunning. There's an open palm strike. And I do think Marty is the smarter of the two competitors, although that might not have been very smart. And Rampage here. Oh, my God. Scurll trying to scramble out, but oh, he caught him by there. Oh, my God. These punches to the face. You want to talk about straight up beating a man like he stole something. Quote from one of our favorites here, Jarveris. Oh, wait, Marty's got the umbrella. Umbrella to the skull. I don't think the referee saw it. Shoots the half. That's it.
How about that?
Scurll goes to a 3-match win streak, keeping pace with Mark Haskins. Oh, my God. What a match that was.
Wow. Marty just took a swipe at a fan. Jeez.
Well, maybe that fan should know their place.
Marty holding the broken umbrella.
I mean, impressive win by Scurll, by hook or by crook. He had a brilliant strategy going into it, isolating the arm and wearing it down to nothing, and then using the umbrella when things started to go south. Scurll's still keeping pace with Haskins, man. I'd say sooner or later those two got to meet in the middle for a #1 contendership match. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, shit. Did you see that? The referee was like questioning Marty, like, how did your umbrella end up broken?
And now Rampage taking the umbrella here.
Oh, geez. And yeah, it seems like, I don't know though, dude. Marty might be the #1 contender already.
And now Rampage dropping the elbow, Ric Flair style, and then breaking the umbrella over the knee and then tossing in the air.
Although I will say, I definitely do agree with you that Marty Haskins meeting is inevitable. Whether that's, before or after Marty gets a title shot, I don't know.
And I mean, here's the thing. Haskins has experience beating Marty Scurll. Marty Scurll was the last man Haskins eliminated the Thunder Bastard match for his title match originally.
That's right. Yeah, that's a great point.
Can he beat Scurll again? But here's the thing. I would say this is a different Marty Scurll, though. And I don't know if Mark Haskins, but it's a different Mark Haskins, right? So like both of these guys have evolved since their last meeting, which is rare because I normally feel like it's only one guy or the other that evolves while the other guy's still kind of coasting on who he currently is. But both these guys have upped their game in a major way. I really want to see a one-on-one match between those two. I think that could be one of the best progress matches we've seen in our personal history with the promotion, which at this point is 24 chapters. But Scurll walks out with another victory. That makes Flash Morgan Webster, which was big because that was Flash's first loss, Ciampa, and Ciampa's just no slouch in general. And now Rampage Brown, a former Progress World Champion. Scurll's putting together that portfolio, man, for why he should get a title shot. You got to wonder how closely Scurll's going to be watching the main event because we've got 3 men. One man wants to keep the title. The other 2 want to win it. Going to wage war in triple threat action. Scurll getting the hell out of Dodge here.
We've got one match left, brother. You know what that means.
Absolutely. It's main event time. For everybody that's joined us today, I want to thank you so much for it. And if you've been enjoying yourselves, please leave a like. This is the first of 4 recordings that we have today. We still have coming up Lucha Underground live reactions, Lucha Underground review, and then after all that, NXT review. So going to be a very busy night here for Team TwitWow, but that's how we do it best. So again, if you guys are into all that, you'll be seeing plenty of us throughout the day. And now we should.
And tonight, main event coming up here, we've got Will Ospreay defending his world title against both Zack Gibson and Flash Morgan Webster. This match is going to get a little crazy, I bet.
Now, I'm picking Zack Gibson. You originally picked Will Ospreay. Are you sticking with that pick?
I will, yeah. I'm gonna pick him to retain.
All right, then I'm locking you in for that.
I think I would have picked Zack Gibson at the beginning of the night if you would have asked me, but then Gibson interfered in that Origin match, so I got to go with my boy Ospreay.
And now, well, we shall see how it all goes down. Should be a very riveting triple threat match, to say the least. And Ospreay's got one hell of a mountain to climb, but he wouldn't have it any other way. I think Ospreay takes great pride in being Progress World Champion, and he really wants to build a substantive and prolific legacy with that championship. And Zack Gibson, though, I think is going to do everything he can, and Flash Morgan Webster to stop him there. We'll make Ospreay's, I want to say, his, let me see here, 4th title defense.
Is that all?
I think his first was against Mark Haskins.
Well, yeah, because I guess he did win the title in chapter 20. So it makes sense that he's had one on each chapter.
Yeah. First against Haskins, then Paul Robinson, then Mark Andrews, and now this triple threat. Yeah, and Mets reminding us in chat, G1 Climax does kick off this weekend, folks. Believe us, we know. And it is going to be huge. I still need to make my G1 tables. I may even do that tomorrow. I've got a pretty open day tomorrow.
There you go. We both do.
And Zack Gibson coming out first. Folks, if you want to know why Zack Gibson is just one of the freaking best, I did a long Twitter essay on him on my Twitter. You can find that in the description box. And I just really love this dude and his style. He calls it Scoose style. And he says that that's the style that pro wrestling is all about. You know, I once heard a Zack Gibson promo because I was kind of binging content on him. And he was raging against the quote-unquote internet dweebs that all they care about are Meltzer's opinions and New Japan. And he singled out one fan and he had a sick burn. He's like, and I guarantee you only have 2 subscriptions on your computer. One being the WWE Network, the other being Pornhub Premium. So Zack Gibson, man, really has a loathing for these fans. I mean, he utterly despises them. And I think it's safe to say the feeling's mutual. And here comes Flash Morgan Webster.
Yep.
Which, I mean, all bias aside, because I am a bigger Zack Gibson fan than Flash Morgan Webster fan, Flash does deserve to be here. I mean, that match he had with Zack Gibson in Chapter 23 was mired in controversy. You know? I mean, as far as I'm concerned, Flash beat Zack Gibson in the Natural Progression Series 2 final. And when Zack tried to, take the trophy back, he had Shankly Gates. Flash clearly had his foot underneath the rope. The referee didn't see it, though, because his positioning was off. That is kind of on the ref as well. His positioning was poor. Zack Gibson exploited that fact, pulled Flash back, and then Flash had no choice but to submit. So I think just Flash's entry into this match really rights any potential wrongs. It still kind of sucks for Flash in a way because it's still like he's not in control of the situation, Like, who's to say that he would have wanted to cash in his title shot here? You know what I mean? So...
Well, you would think that if Ospreay does retain tonight, that means that one of these guys did not get pinned, and you would think that whoever didn't get pinned in that situation would get a rematch opportunity.
Yeah, you certainly would think that, which would only add to the crowded class of contenders because we've been talking so much about Scurll and Haskins.
Yeah.
That whoever doesn't eat the pin in this triple threat would go and say, hey, Ospreay didn't beat me. And speaking of
that was such a cool camera cut. They didn't even cut the camera. They just panned the camera from the ring to the entranceway. That was awesome, but then they cut anyway and it ruined it. Damn. Damn. And
there is the champion.
Big Willie.
Ospreay, who's been on top of the world since beating Jimmy Havoc back in Chapter 20. And looking to continue to stay on top here in this match, but my God, it's not going to be easy. If Mark Schoeneman was here, he could reaffirm the math. We all know the math in triple threats. Everybody has a 33 and 3% chance of winning. And
you trying to get us into Steiner math?
I was going to say the only good thing for Will Ospreay is that I'm pretty sure Kurt Angle won't be added to the mix. As Ospreay there high-fiving.
But that doesn't matter because he's not even going to try and win. Because he knows he can't beat me.
Maybe that's what Zack Gibson's thinking about Flash Morgan Webster. After last chapter, Flash isn't even going to try. He knows I'll just whoop his ass again. And I'll tell you,
we've also got to remember that it's not like the only match those guys have had. I know you mentioned it already, but then you seem to forget it when you brought up the Gibson kicking his ass kind of thing. Because, Morgan Webster did beat Gibson to win this Natural Progression Series in the first place.
I was speaking more in the mindset of Gibson, not in the mindset of myself. I would certainly agree with you, but I think Gibson, with his hubristic attitude, is focused more on recent history.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And recent history would seem to dictate that Flash Morgan Webster fears Zack Gibson, a thing that I find to be of pure absurdity for as much as I love Gibson. But, Gibson, again, being a part of the origin and everything, I think it's given a little bit of extra swagger that maybe he didn't possess before. And that's what
have we seen Will Ospreay moonsault off of a balcony onto Jimmy Havoc? Was that on Chapter 20 or was that on another show?
Possibly. I thought that was on another show, though.
I feel like that was in his first title shot against Havoc.
Yeah, probably. I couldn't even remember. And I just gotta wonder. And Zack Gibson talking the trash, sending a message to both these guys. Liverpool's number one.
How nuts is it that Ospreay has been around for this long and he's still only 25?
Dude, I know. Jesus
Easy,
Christ.
Right? Oh my God.
Zack Gibson. You know what's funny too, Ashton, is that, we talk about the Natural Progression Series 2. Let's not forget that Zack Gibson actually beat Will Ospreay in that tournament. So Gibson's beating Ospreay, Webster's beating Gibson, and Ospreay's just the champion, so fuck both you guys. Like, that's a very interesting dynamic to me. But, of course, it's worth noting that wait, and there's the pose that Ospreay, what a badass. And it is worth noting, though, that the Ospreay that Gibson beat, is far different from the Ospreay that's standing before us now as Progress World Champion and has been for 4 chapters now. And man, the Progress Heavyweight Championship, a thing of beauty. And all 3 of these men, Ospreay, again, he loves being champion. Who wouldn't love being champion? Gibson and Webster would love to taste that gold. And partner, I know we already made our picks. You know, you're picking Ospreay to retain. I'm picking Gibson to win, and we're leaving Flash out in the cold here, which may be our mistake. I mean, only time will tell. But what is, if any, an effective strategy in a triple threat match? I mean, do you form an alliance and pick on a guy? Do you just go your own way? Like, I mean, what's your opinion on the often discussed subject? As you see there, Gibson mouthing off again to both these guys. And Ospreay mocking Gibson behind his back.
Gibson turns around and starts shouting at Ospreay. Oh, there you saw Ospreay has obliques.
Yeah, I guess so. Now Flash going after Gibson. You know, some unresolved issues there. Off the ropes. Oh, Gibson reverses. This is the lariat. Crossbody.
Crossbody. Zack like spazzed out while Flash was trying to pin him. I love that Ospreay's just standing back chilling. Oh, and now he goes with the pin on Gibson. 1, 2, no.
It's not going to be that easy to pin the #1 wrestler in Britain. And now side headlock here.
Wow.
Hey, it's what he calls himself. I'm only, you know.
He calls himself Liverpool's #1, not Britain's #1.
Well, I mean, you know, he has also started to call himself. I guess it's more recent times, though. Britain's #1. He said soon to be the #1 pro wrestler in the world. So Zack Gibson just wants to be #1 everything. And, oh, what a throat chop. Oh, and a forearm to Webster. Oh, missed the lariat. Nice arm drag there by Ospreay. Drop kick there by Webster. And now Zack Gibson on the outside here. The question is, do they try and take him out, or do Flash and Ospreay, you know, engage in their own business? They're face to face here. Oh, and Gibson shoves Ospreay into Webster. Forearm to the face. Uppercut. Slap there, my God. Now Ospreay, hooking the ropes. Back elbow. That cartwheel's out. Nicely done. Slingshot. Corkscrew moonsault there. And the crowd showing their approval. Ospreay here. Forearm to the face. Chop. Forearm to the face again there. Ospreay just kicking Gibson's ass right now. Another shot to the face. They're going all through the arena. Zack Gibson must feel so claustrophobic and filthy. I mean, he hates these people.
And the beautiful thing is there are no countouts and no disqualifications in a three-way, so we don't even have to worry about that stuff.
That is true. Now Flash chop there to Gibson. And you got to wonder, I mean, Gibson helped the Origin earlier tonight. Does he have 3 men looking out for him? Are they going to return the favor and help Zack Gibson become world champion? I think it would be in the best interest of the faction to do so. Wouldn't you agree? And Webster.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh my God. Webster into all those chairs. Zack Gibson showing the viciousness and the tenacity that I love him for.
That would hurt a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a wee bit.
Oh my God, Gibson bleeding here.
Yeah, he is. Is that by the nose or by the mouth?
I think by the nose. I mean, those forearms must have caught him hard that he was eating earlier from, you know, Webster and Ospreay.
Oh, Webster slides, avoids getting thrown into more chairs.
Knee.
Yeah, nice pumped knee there. Sends Gibson into some chairs of his own and enjoy the feeling.
And now Flash. Him and Ospreay.
What is he thinking? What is he? Oh, he sees Ospreay on the other side of the. Oh, what an image. What an image we just got. Webster and Ospreay, the match we should have gotten if Webster would have cashed his damn title shot in or earlier.
Yeah, that's entirely his own fault. You know, Zack Gibson can't be blamed for Flash's ineptitude.
Oh,
but now.
Shit. Look at this.
Come on, Zack, interrupt this.
Ruin everything like you always do.
He's such a beautiful man. There he is.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
The fact that you're
that
actually
punch bowl.
cheering for this grosses me out.
And now hammerlock. Oh, on the rope. Because he invented it. And now, a kick to the arm there. You fucking flippy ass marks. Oh, hammerlock driver there. Beautiful.
Is that what that's called? No.
And now.
That looked more like a hammerlock facebuster to me. I don't know.
I mean, he isolated the arm. You can clearly see the arm's in more pain than the face. And now, taking Ospreay to school here, tossing him out. Yeah, take out the trash. And now, he's got Webster here. Hyperextending the arm. Oh, this is going to be the...
Zack Gibson is to hammerlocks what David Finlay is to uppercuts, only way better.
I know, right? What a throw. Isolating the arm again.
Yeah, arm ISO belly to belly.
Yeah, absolutely.
Jesus. Nothing quite like flipping a man over your head using nothing more than leverage from his shoulder joint to do it.
And oh, what a kick to the head. And look at these fans just dumbfounded by the brilliance that is Zack Gibson. But I wanted my Flash Ospreay stand. Yeah. It doesn't matter what you want. You're looking at the next Progress champion. There's the wrist focus there by Zack Gibson. What a lariat. Oh, Ospreay going to try and come back in here. But Zack brilliantly cuts him off at the pass. Yeah, have fun tending to that arm, ass face.
Oh, my God. Gibson with all the hammerlocks. Oh, and now Ospreay trying to kind of recoup over here. Gibson, in the meantime, Gibson might win the match while Ospreay's recovering here. Look at this.
Oh,
just stomps on that left elbow.
I kind of want Gibson and Scurll to be a tag team.
I don't know if they ever form a tag team, but I do know Gibson eventually ends up in a tag team called Grizzled Young Vets.
Oh, Shagley Gates. Oh, Ospreay had to come in and ruin the fun.
Oh, well, that's just payback for when Gibson ruined the face down between Ospreay and Morgan Webster earlier on in the match.
You know, God forbid this man wants to introduce some scientific and technical elements into the main event for the world title and bring some prestige back to Progress. You know, what a crime. Elbow there to Webster.
Oh, my God.
And the Mod Father about to get whacked here. And he kicks out, so he buys himself a bit more time. It's now Ospreay here. Again, Ospreay, I mean, how stupid are you, Will? I mean, you were stupid enough to trust Paul Robinson, so I guess you're really not that intelligent, but... And now...
Oh, victim blaming.
Shoulder check there by Ospreay. Slingshots over Gibson. Kick to the gut. There's another kick there. Enziguri. Oh, handspring. Oh, he couldn't finish it. Oh, my God, because of the hand. Oh, and again. Oh, Gibson driving it down. I love it. I love it. It should have just been Gibson versus Ospreay. I fucking hate you right now, Flash. Why'd you have to get in on it when you lost your trophy? Just take it on the chin, kid.
Well, maybe just because he lost his trophy, that doesn't necessarily mean he lost his title shot. It just meant that Gibson earned one.
I mean, it was 2 straight losses that he suffered. The first to Marty and then to Zack Gibson. Like, I didn't know we rewarded losers here in Progress. Lateral press. Kick out there by the champion.
But how would you feel, though, if you were running a company and somebody won a tournament to crown #1 contender that you want to have every year and you want it to be prestigious, and then they lost a couple matches? Like, you wouldn't take their title shot away.
I mean, do you know that, no? Do you know
that
I wouldn't do that?
Come on now.
Drop kick there to Flash Morgan Webster. I mean,
if you're Jim Smallman, you're rooting for Flash Morgan Webster to win this match, not because you like him, but because that maintains the credibility and prestige of the Super Strong or the Natural Progression Series tournament.
Well, Flash really screwed the pooch on that one, didn't he? Because he could have had a 50-50 chance of winning the championship tonight. And now we already know the math. I already went through it. And again, oh my God, Will, how does it feel to know that you're only going to have one arm left to jerk off to what used to be your title reign?
Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Zach's going for, oh no, he's smart. He's smart. He sees Morgan recovering here. Oh, and he grabbed him. He's going to DDT him. Oh, no, he's not. He's going to send him into Will. Oh, Will with the pole. That was like a Robinson special while Zack Gibson was on his feet.
Double
super kicks.
Now, this is just unbecoming. Two men ganging up on one. That's just how much of a threat Zack Gibson is.
Finally getting rid of Gibson so we can get the Webster Ospreay showdown we've wanted this whole time.
Now, why does Webster have such a weird face? That's what I want to know. I mean, look at that.
I've been asking that question myself, and I've just learned to accept it.
He looks like a Muppet baby that puberty just ravaged.
He looks like he belongs in the Beatles.
And now, him and Ospreay just having their stare down here. And now, finally, they're exchanging offense. Forearms here. Webster with another forearm. Charging. Ospreay got the boot up. Springboard. Nice forearm there by the champion. Standing shooting star. 2. Oh, kicker. That was close, though. That was close.
Yeah, it was. No doubt about that. It was very close.
And Ospreay now. He's got to be thinking, what do I have to do? Oh, he's measuring Webster. Oh, but look at Flash. What a beautiful cradle counter.
No.
That's the thing about Flash. He'll catch it just like that. And now.
Flash. Senton, but he got caught. Crucifix pin. 2. No. Oh, Flash. Oh, I thought Ospreay wanted Cheeky Nando's there, but Flash avoided it.
Oh, what a counter. Stop. Oh, and
Gibson to break it up.
I honestly believe that was going to be it. Gibson saving the matchup for himself. I got to give Flash Morgan Webster credit. I don't think Ospreay was anticipating that counter. I think that would have been it. I think Flash would have become Progress champion, but Zack Gibson, much like he took his trophy from him, may have just taken the Progress title from him as well. Gibson slings over, Webster slings over Gibson. Tried to rush. Oh, Gibson. Oh, wait a minute here. Flash ascending here. The top rope. Oh, now it's going to be Cheeky Nando's. And Ospreay got it. And now Ospreay. What's he thinking about? Oh, my God. Dived over Webster onto Gibson. Ospreay's feeling the momentum here. And now he's looking at Webster. What's he thinking about? Oh, he's ascending the rope from the opposite side of the ring. Oh, my God. Is he going to superplex him onto Gibson?
He might gourd buster him.
He's going to gourd buster him from very high up. Oh, my God. I am not liking this for either guy.
Oh, he's thinking Spanish Fly, dude. He's thinking Spanish Fly.
Oh, no.
Oh, Webster. He landed on his feet, though. Ospreay on his feet. Handspring. Oh, what an enziguri. Off the rope. He's going to shoot. No. Corkscrew senton, but only a 2 count. Good Lord.
And Ospreay looking shocked.
Whew, man.
God. What a match between these two men.
Yeah.
Unreal, the competitive spirit we've seen from these guys. And now Flash with the sleeper. But look at Gibson. Gibson recovering on the outside. Gibson needs to stop this. Oh, there it is, the middle rope. Inverted lung blower. I know Gibson has a formal name for that because I recently watched a top 15 moves of Gibson video, but I can't recall it at this time. And now what's he? Oh, no way. Double Shankly Gates. This is genius. Double Shankly Gates. And this is brilliant because no matter which man taps out, Gibson becomes the champion. Gibson trying to maintain the hold. Oh, now he's still only got it on Flash. Ospreay slipped out. Robinson special.
Robinson special again.
And Gibson's positioning.
Yeah, he's in position for one of Ospreay's various high-flying maneuvers off the top rope. Really, based on where he is, it looks more like 630 territory than anything.
And Flash is still recovering from the Shankly Gate.
Yeah, but nowhere Gibson's hand. Oh, shit. Who's this?
Ligero.
Oh, it was Ligero. Okay.
And Ligero calling for backup. I asked the question earlier if the Origin was going to help Gibson. Oh, man.
Well, I guess there's your goddamn answer.
You got to wonder, though, if FSU and Gallagher are going to come out. They still seem peeved in the events earlier tonight. Oh, another
code breaker.
Inverted limbo. And now, it's going to be Helter Skelter here from Zack Gibson. Oh, no, actually. It's almost like a modified, cover of the leg. Oh, kick out.
Cruz's face.
Now Gibson's thinking, what do I have to do?
Dude, lock in your submission that you've been working towards this entire match.
No, I think he wants to soften him up more than that. He's got one arm underhooked, double arm underhooked, and I fucking knew it. There's FSU and Jack Gallagher. Zack Gibson needs to work quickly here. Oh, wait, he's choosing to help his faction. I mean, that's kind of endearing, but what? And now, oh my God, this fight that's broken out here. Or maybe Gibson's thinking, if I help them, that'll allow the Origin to continue to help me. But look at Ospreay and Webster here. Double dives here, taking out everybody.
Jeebus. Kind of feel like Ospreay screwed up there. Maybe not, but kind of felt like Ospreay took out more guys that were on his side than members of the Origin.
May not even matter. I mean, to Ospreay, it's just all about remaining champion. If he can get either Webster or I guess Gibson's so close to him, maybe get Gibson back in the ring. Ospreay, though, not even picking a body up. Flash getting back in the ring.
Flash is getting back in the ring, and these guys want to finish the match between the two of them.
And now, these two head-to-head, quite literally. Right hand there by Ospreay.
Return fire from Webster. Ospreay, Webster. Oh, my God. Now they're slapping. They're not even forearming anymore. They're slapping. Ospreay off the ropes. Boot from Webster into the midsection. Headbutt from Webster. Sends Ospreay into the opposite. No, Ospreay reverses. Webster, fireman's carry. Ospreay lands on his feet. Ospreay poisoned Rana.
Beautifully done there by Ospreay.
Look at where Webster landed.
Oh, could it be 6:30 time?
I don't think this is 6:30. I think this is going to be a corkscrew shooting star or maybe a 450.
Or maybe even just a shooting star press in general.
Yeah. Or maybe a corkscrew shooting star.
But
there's Zack Gibson. Going for the pin. 1, 2. No.
Oh, my God. That was close.
Webster kicks out, even if it is just barely.
And Gibson knows what that 2 count means. He's not the Progress champion. Oh, my God.
Look at the sweat just falling off Gibson's face.
Like a rain shower. I know Webster here. Oh, Zack spitting on him, and now double arm underhook again.
Oh my God. Oscutter
to Gibson.
He's not even trying to go for the pin right now. What the hell are you doing, Will?
I don't know. He's probably thinking about a dive on Gibson, but Webster there stopping it. And now, headbutt again there. Oh, but Gibson now.
Are we going to get a Tower of Doom?
Oh, a Shankly Gates on the top rope. Are you kidding me? Oh, but a headbutt there by Ospreay.
God, Ospreay with these headbutts, man. Jeebus. Oh, my goodness.
These three men fighting for supremacy. I think Gibson got knocked off, so we're down to... Oh, what an elbow to the face! And Webster.
450 to Gibson, but now Ospreay. He's going to get a 630, yeah.
Oh, right on the back of Webster.
And now hitting Webster 1, 2, and that's it. Ospreay retains.
Webster really didn't think that one through, and Gibson didn't eat the pin.
What does that mean, though? Does that mean Gibson's going to get a title shot still, one-on-one, maybe?
I would love a one-on-one match between Ospreay and Gibson, but that is not up to me. That is up to Jim Smallman.
So many contenders piling up, though. We've got Gibson. We've got Haskins. We've got Scurll. We've got Ciampa even.
Yeah, absolutely. What a crowded class of contenders.
And Ospreay's at the top of the mountain, ready for all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Ospreay's on top of his game right now. I think Ospreay holding up the 3, not just for the 3 count, but, you know, now he's had 4 successful title defenses. God damn.
Wow. So we've still got like 5.5 minutes. I don't know if you wanted to like skim through and see if we were going to get any kind of development for the rest of the show, or if you just wanted to sit around and watch it.
Oh, we apparently do get a development.
Okay.
I'll
give you a running time stamp. 2:48:50, 51, 52, 53.
I'll just tell you, let's go to 2 hours, 50 minutes, and 50 seconds, because I'm going to pause there.
All right, I'm there.
3, 2, 1, go.
You did say 2:50:50, right?
That's correct.
Yeah, I'm there.
Because I don't know if we get the development immediately after, but I know something does happen here. Something has to, because I saw something.
This is progress on the turnbuckles. Will pointing it out. Oh, shit. That's Marty. That's Marty. Yeah.
And Marty, I think,
Marty coming out. We know he wants. Oh, shit. Power bomb.
Oh, my God, that power bomb.
Wow. Viciously attacking Ospreay.
And this crowd hating it. Oh, God, he's going to brandish Ospreay's back. Oh, no, his arm.
No, he went for the arm. He went right for the arm.
Chicken wing, motherfucker. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, and just continuing this assault on the left arm of Ospreay.
Ospreay
and even going for the right arm as well. He's trying to weaken both arms.
Ospreay straight up being abused. Oh, dear God. Scurll now.
Oh, jeez.
This isn't going to be good. Oh, he's got a mic.
He's just laughing. And getting booed. You give me a title shot, I'm going to break his fucking arm.
He's going to break his arm anyway. Because that's
you would think that. Oh,
yeah!
You know that didn't break his arm. I'm sure it hurt a lot, but it's not going to break his arm.
Scream, Will. Scream. I personally am very proud of Marty Scurll for taking his career into his own hands. I think that was a very positive message we all took from Marty Scurll here tonight.
Of course. So, I tell you what, man, since we know now what our main event for Chapter 25 is going to be, would you like a rundown of that card?
Sure. Give it to us.
This is really interesting to me. So, We're getting the Origin defending their tag titles against FSU, since this really FSU never got a rightful rematch. We're getting a Natural Progression Series 3 semifinals match between Damian Dunn and Tyler Bate.
Oh, nice.
We're getting a singles match between Rob Lynch and Michael Dante from SDS.
Oh, okay.
Number 1 contendership, Haskins versus Zack Gibson.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Flash Morgan Webster versus Paul Robinson.
Okay.
And then our semi-main event is a 4-way women's match. Ginny, Dahlia Black, Pollyanna, and Toni Storm.
Oh, yes.
That match is going to be incredible. Dude, we like all 4 of those women. We already know we love Ginny and Toni Storm. I've seen Dahlia Black before. She's great. And we really enjoyed Pollyanna's work in her hardcore match against Ginny on the last time that we saw them.
Yeah.
So we love all 4 of those, or at least I love all 4 of those women. You'll like Dahlia Black, I guarantee it.
Oh, dude, I'm quite excited. Are you kidding me?
Although she does hate Zack Gibson. She was the one that started the whole shoes off if you hate Zack Gibson chant at the UK tournament.
Well, then she could just fuck that off, I guess. But that aside, guys, had a lot of fun reacting to Progress
chapter
today.
25 is going to be amazing. And then chapter 26, we get the debut of the South Pacific Power Trip.
Who comprises that?
Dahlia Black and TK Cooper.
Okay. Yeah, all right. Just trying to keep all the names straight here. No,
and they're taking on in chapter 26, Flash Morgan Webster and Pollyanna. So it's an intergender tag match. Or actually, you know what? Knowing that Progress is associated with WWE, it's probably going to be a mixed tag. Yeah, mixed tag. So yeah.
All right, well, guys, I had a lot of fun reacting to Progress here today. Again, you'll be seeing us again very soon. Actually, because we're going to be live reacting to Lucha Underground Season 4, Episode 4, Ashton, or 5?
5.
Wow, we're already on 5. God damn. All right, well, I'm going to hand it over to you, man, to take us home.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you enjoyed our live reactions to this show. We sure as hell enjoyed live reacting to it, and our next couple episodes of Progress are going to be amazing, and I'm very much looking forward to those as well. Leave a like if you did enjoy it, and of course, once this is fully processed, you'll be able to leave a comment and let us know what you really think about this show and our reactions to it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Remember to click the bell icon for notifications, and if you want even more reliable notifications, follow us both on Twitter. Set our Twitters to notify you. John's pinned tweet is for Q&A questions. If you have any, ask them replying to that tweet. If you're not on Twitter, you can just ask them in YouTube comments. That's much easier. Of course, you can also, on my Twitter, I have a schedule up of all of the content we're going to be putting out over the course of the next month-ish. The schedule I have out right now is only for the rest of July, but there's so much on there, it really doesn't seem like it's only for the rest of July. It's like, oh, only 20 days left? Well, that's okay, because we're putting out like 30 commentaries over that time. It's enough to fill up an entire page. But I also would like it if you guys would like the Facebook. And of course, if you are interested in supporting us, you've got 3 options. You can do one or all of them. You can buy our merchandise on Teespring. You can donate to our Patreon, or the free option, you can share this video and this channel with all your wrestling fan friends and let them in on the best kept secret in the YouTube wrestling community. We are the workhorses of the YWC. And of course, really kind of backtracking a little bit, Patreon is what is allowing us to live react to Progress every week of every month. So if you're interested in continuing to have us do that, donate to the Patreon. $3 a month will get you into the exclusive Twitbot Patron Discord channel. And of course, it'll accumulate over time, and you'll be able to live request live reactions to wrestling shows of your choosing, on top of us continuing to live react to Progress, assuming we hit that community goal every month. So guys, lots of pros to donating to the Patreon. I would definitely encourage it. And we will see you all tonight for Lucha Underground and NXT. But if you're only here for Progress, we'll see you next week. But either way, all that I ask is that you remember to stay tuned.